Wait, did I unmute it? I think I did unmute it. Fuck. Sorry for the cursed scream, if you saw that. Hello, everyone. It's still gonna be 30 seconds until the rest of the ads are over, so I'm just gonna, say hello, hello. How is everyone doing? I'm gonna put my live now post while we're waiting for the rest of the people to come back here. Da, 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 da. Now live on Twitter. There we go. Let's see. I forgot to post the picture. Fuck. There we go. We're here. Everyone's here. Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? So tired. Oh, yeah, me too. Wait, am I tired? I'm not tired. Hi. Welcome. I don't know how to say this. Is it T-feet or Thai feet? Just correct me if I'm saying it wrong. I have no shame. Hydrate, okay? Hydrate. Y el otro avatar, ese es para cuando streameo o morí. Este es mi... Este es para el normal. Tay is fine. Ok, Tay. Sí, lo uso solo cuando juego a morir. Sí, es especial para ese stream. También quedaría con este juego, pero pues, sí. I'm gonna unmute the game now. So, important things, important notices. Do I have anything I want to say? Not really. Maybe just that tomorrow it's gonna be a really fun stream, because it's gonna be my first Just Chatting ever. we're gonna listen to a lot of vtuber music covers and relax a little bit, listening to so many new lovely voices, and I'll comment on them. I'm not gonna critique and be like, oh, your note was too high here or anything. I'm just gonna say nice things about the things we're gonna listen to. Tengo una pregunta. Sí, ándale, pregúntame lo que sea. Este es el que usa siempre. Este es Sira-chan. Hi, Sira-san desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu, minasan. I'm not gonna say the cringy greeting because, you know, it's cringy. And I only do it at the end of the stream. I'm supposed to say it at the start and at the end of the stream, but I get to... When I start stream, I still have all the energy, all the life in me. And then when I end stream, no fucks given. I'm just gonna run away so I can say the cringy things. Yeah, I wanna see what I'm gonna add to my playlist tomorrow. There's gonna be so many amazing covers. There's a lot of them are by my mutuals, so I know their voices and they're amazing. But there are some that are people I wasn't following before, and I heard their voice and I was like, oh my god, yes! Olvidaste decir niya. Hi, Shiranion desu. Like this. ¿Por qué tan hermosa el día de hoy? Siempre estoy hermosa, es mi estado natural. Just kidding. So, last week on Schrödinger's call, we helped a poor lady who had a really rough and horrible life, and, you know, it was depressing because there's no happy ending, really. I guess dying in peace is sort of a happy ending, but yeah, okay. It's what it is. There's no cheese? Why didn't the cheese towel work? Did it not work? I'm gonna try and cheese myself. No, that's not the cheese. I give you silly advice. Okay, what? Oh, there you go. What advice am I gonna give you today? Let's see. When life gives you lemons, open a lemonade stand and scam everyone and charge them 3 times the price. And then cry because no one's gonna buy very expensive lemonade. But it's okay. You can cry while you drink all your lemonade. Thank you. That was my very serious advice. Thank you. Gracias por recordarme de crear una nueva playlist. Necesito una nueva música de videojuegos. Sí. Yo tengo playlists para todo y nunca me di... I had playlists for everything I did. And then I didn't realize they were public until it had been like 7 or 8 years. And I was like, wait, but I named them really stupid things like playlist to listen while I'm cleaning the bathroom or stuff like that. And I was like, no, they were public all along. That's a shame. Limonada para todo el mes, una genio. Sí, ¿a quién le importan esas cositas verdes flotando en la limonada después de una semana? Delicioso, extra sabor. Yo tengo para el trabajo y actualmente escucho Uma Musume cuando juego Devil May Cry. Yo jugaba Uma Musume hasta que me cansé porque no me salía nada. Y soy mala perdedora. Como que gasté 9,000 carats y no me salió en una pinche caballa. No, eso no se puede. Okay, let's start game before I get super sidetracked, okay? Okay, let's go. Huh? The phone's ringing. Is that one of the spirits? Let's pick up the phone. Pueden creer. Can you guys believe that I work minimum wage in my real life and then I come here and stream to be an unpaid call center? Shame on me. I feel something unsettling coming from the phone. If I strain my ears, I can sense a presence on the other side. And now, and not just one, I hear many of them breathing. Dobleteando turnos, sí. 2 por 1, pero... Bueno, en el otro tampoco me han pagado propinas en un mes, así que pues de qué digo, ¿verdad? Estoy igual. What are my favorite Uma Musumes? I like Karen-chan and Stay Gold. I like Golshi. Golshi's just too epic. The true horrors! Unending labor! You work in the mornings and then you come home to work some more with unpaid. Like, I hate my boss when I work at home. She's mean. She doesn't give me clear instructions and I don't know what to do. It's me. I'm my boss. Stay Gold, my beloved. Yes! Stay Gold. She's just She's a boss lady. I love her. Not just one. I hear many of them breathing. Rice Shower and Agnes Tachyon. Rice Shower is so cute! Thank you for the subscription, Flax! On YouTube. Let's see. There's so many voices over there. I hear many of them breathing. Hello? Who's it gonna be this time? There's so many voices. What I'm not sure is if you always ended up with the same person replying based on what you say to them, or if there's a couple different options. I hear countless voices all talking over each other. It's me in the group chat with my friends. What do you mean? We're all on call and there's 10 people and you can't say who's who. Oh, my redeems aren't working. That's so crazy. Let me check my Twitch redeems. Did they not? Did the connection go? Let's see. Give me a second. Oh yeah, there we go. My Twitch redeems went inactive in VTube Studio. Okay. I'm gonna try. And okay, I'm gonna send myself in chat a pat or anything to see if it works. Now give me a second. Yep, it's working. That's the first one I see. Necesitamos Sila Uma. Si no fuera pobre, conseguiría un dibujo de la Sila Uma Musume. Créanme. Anyways, yeah. Calva. Oh, yeah, I rocked it. No, I was doing my Bolt song. And then it got back. But anyway, sorry. Now you can redeem your toggles. And it should work, okay? Yep, it works. Woohoo! Hello? They're all desperate for someone to listen to them, just like Lucy was. Others are suffering just like her. Yes, and you're one of them, Mary. Sorry, me? Yes, you also carry grief deep within. That's what allowed you to empathize with Lucy's burdens. Don't you remember? Have you forgotten your own suffering? Yes, apparently I have. I don't remember. Your conviction is holding you back. Because of your strong conviction, you still cannot accept your suffering. So, answer me this. What conviction did you hold? What conviction did we hold? I couldn't accept my own suffering? Because of my conviction? What's my conviction? Let's see if it's gonna be... Okay, I can live on my own. I don't remember. I want to live for someone else. I don't know if you're supposed to choose something other than... This was what we chose the first time, but I'm not sure if for the next ones you have to pick something else. So let's be consistent at least. I can live on my own. Yes, Mary, try to recall your own burdens. My own burdens? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Let's see. Between envy toward friends and self-hatred. Tell me, Mary. I love the psychedelic kind of imagery in this game. It's really fun. Let's see. In your eyes, which is truly more painful to experience? Envy toward friends or self-hatred? Oh, this is a tough one because I have suffered from both of them many times. And, you know, it's kind of difficult to say because when you, at least for me, when I was jealous of my friends or of the success I experienced, then I would also suffer from self-hatred because I was like, they're my friends. Why am I feeling this way when I want to be happy for them? And in the end, all I felt was that I wasn't good enough to be as good as they were. So I ended up resenting them. And in the process, I ended up hating myself. And basically, both of them ended in self-hatred for me, you know? Nowadays, I'm just happy. Like, I think back then what I didn't understand was that everyone is on a different path. And success can't be measured that easily. Just because someone's doing well in one thing doesn't mean that you will do the same. You have to do the same thing to be successful. And pretty much success just looks differently for everyone. What I deem as success does not work for others, and everyone has different goals and different experiences, and That's not how it works, basically. You can't just go and compare yourself to someone you don't know, or put yourself in their shoes and go like, hey, no, this is not what... It's not the same experience for me that it is for them, so it's not fair for me to compare myself. Yeah, it's a rough double-edged sword, definitely. Like, I still feel it that way sometimes, but at least now I think I have the maturity to go and say, okay, this is not what you really feel. It's just a passing feeling. You're feeling insecure, and that's okay. But it's not about your friends. It's not about what they're doing. They're on their own path, and they're doing great, and so are you. So be happy for them, and I will be happy for them. Es que envidiar a alguien que quiere ese sentimiento de la culpa van de la mano. Pues sí, eso digo, todos los caminos llevan al odio ante ti mismo. Así que I'm gonna put self-hatred. There we go. Let's see. Now we're on to chapter 2. If I remember correctly, I saw the developer post that this game had 5 chapters. So now we're on to chapter 2. More painful to me. Self-hatred, maybe? Let's see. Self-hatred. The voices, they're getting clearer. It's just like Hamlet said. My answer is converging the spirits into one. They're transforming into someone who shares my grief. Oh, you felt self-hatred before as well. I like her design. Keep hating yourself and you'll grow to hate everyone. That's true, that's true. In fact, you may even lose the ability to love. Say, have you been taking care of yourself? Or have you not? I haven't been taking care of myself. I don't think I've really taken care of myself. I suspected as much. Your voice is tinged with sadness. Mary, it looks like you have just as much on your plate as I do. Perhaps we should save my problems for another time. Oh no! Mary, you've felt self-hatred before as well. All I ever did was hate myself too. My confidence was shot. Every day felt meaningless. Seems you and I have common ground, Mary. Common ground is good or isn't good. I mean, technically it isn't good. Like, you and I both hate ourselves. That's so great. No, I wouldn't say that to anyone, right? I would be like, I'm sorry that you understand how terrible it feels. You shouldn't have to feel that way. Probably, if it were me personally replying. But here, I don't know if they want me to agree or disagree. Let's see, I'm just gonna agree. Finding common ground is always good, right? Course, it's true. It's the first step to getting to truly know someone. Though, if we get along too well, you might start comparing yourself to me and spiral yourself. See, that's exactly what we were talking about. Your name's Mary, right? I feel like you and I are cut from the same cloth. Because I can't relate to your self-hatred. So I'd like you to listen to my story. I feel like you'd understand. After all, our most tragic memories are alike. ¿They are? Qué personal se puso el juego, yo que no me quería proyectar hoy. Eso es lo que me gusta de estos juegos. A veces simplemente puedes ir conociendo más sobre las personas basado en sus respuestas, ¿no? Al menos ustedes me conocen mejor a mí basado en lo que respondo ahorita y en la manera en la que reacciono. Yeah. I once did something horrible to a friend of mine. Because of that, we couldn't achieve our dreams together. What made me do such a horrible thing? Well, I think now I finally understand. Or I will if I talk to you about it. After all, you also have tragic memories about a friend, don't you? I do? I don't remember. Mary, could you do me a favor? I want you to ask me. Please ask me. Who am I? What's my name? Who are you? Let's see. I'm doing a neutral voice for this character because I don't know who they are yet, so I'm not completely certain on how they would sound on my head. So let's wait and see what their name is and their personality before I decide. My name's Thomas. Okay, it's a guy. I wasn't sure just from the icon, but it makes sense that we first helped a lady and now we're helping a gentleman. So let's change the voice. My name's Thomas. You and I share the same feelings. What feelings, you may ask? You said it yourself. Self-hatred. That's number... Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see what Thomas did to his friend. That was so terrible. He ended up regretting. Thomas like the tank engine. I don't remember. I sort of remember the music, but it's a lot cuter and I can do it a cappella because there's a lot of instrumentation going in the background. But yes, in case anyone asks, my favorite tank engine is Henry. I like Henry. I feel like we're both kind of lazy, but still we're still there for our friends when they need us. And we're kind of grumpy if you wake us up, so I relate to Henry. That's it then. After Lucy, the next person for me to save is Thomas. Let's think about Thomas. Thomas, of course I don't know who he is. Or maybe I've just forgotten. Either way, I don't think I can leave him alone. My name's Thomas. Okay, that's just a flashback. You and I share the same feelings. I am impressed you remember the other ones. The other engines? Like, I barely remember Thomas. I know there's Thomas and James, Edward, Percy. Did I already say Percy? Percy, Henry, and Gordon. And there's Doc. And the engine crank. And then there's Cranky. And there's the Diesels that are the bad guys. And then there was a lady Diesel that I thought was really funny, but I don't remember her name. I'll be real, I don't remember much of Thomas the Tank Engine. I watched it pretty recently with a friend, so that's why I remember. I don't have superpowered memory. I watched it originally when I was like 4 or 3 years old. So yeah, I wouldn't remember it either if it were for over that. I barely remember anyone besides Thomas too, and I watched that show a lot as a kid. I was a toddler. I was a little baby when Thomas was broadcasting. It has been decades since I watched it. I think when I originally watched it was around 2004, 2005. I remember my parents would play Clifford, the Big Red Dog, and Thomas, and Sesame Street, and Backyardigans. That's what I used to watch when I was a baby. And I still think Backyardigans is the bestest children's series ever, and they made me love music a lot. So I love that every single episode was about a different genre of music, and then they had adventures, and I don't know, I love Backyardigans. I still stand by Backyardigans even though I'm 24, okay? What feelings, you may ask? You said it yourself. Self-hatred. Self-hatred. I can relate. Very, very much. I suspect my memories must be hidden within his self-hatred. So this isn't just about saving him. It's about learning about my own past too. Let's think about our past. Who exactly am I? Where was I born? Who did I live with? What sort of life did I lead? Thomas the Tank Engine started airing in 1989 in the US. It's older than I thought. Wait, for real? What? That doesn't sound right. Did it really start airing in the 80s? No way. Yeah, 1984 in the UK. Oh, holy shit. You guys know I'm Mexican, so we had a little bit of a delay in broadcasting. So when I was a kid, I still grew up with the early versions of Thomas, the pre-CGI seasons, you know, the OG ones. It is pretty old. Wow. I think they're relaxing. I just remember, isn't that just when it got to the US? I thought it was the UK originally. Yeah, it was originally in the UK, and then they broadcast it with a different narrator because apparently Americans can't understand British English, or so they thought. No, just kidding. They just wanted to have their own accent in the narrating. It came to Mexico in 1994. Yeah, but then I think they changed broadcasters. I remember watching it in probably Discovery Kids. I think it was Discovery Kids. Because I wasn't allowed to watch Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon as a child. I could only watch Discovery Kids and some stuff on Disney. Those were the only two channels I was allowed to watch as a kid. Yeah, anyways, that's why I never watched SpongeBob SquarePants or The Very Odd Parents. There was a lot that I couldn't watch because it was on Nickelodeon or what did I just say? It was Cartoon Network, yeah. I don't remember anything, yet I feel self-hatred deep within me. If Thomas shares this feeling, then I want to call him and try to figure this out together. It looks like it came back in full in 2002, so now the timeline is starting to make sense. Yeah, exactly. See, I told you, I watched it when I was a baby. A tiny child, and it was still probably the 4th or the 5th season when I started watching it as a child. Obviously, I don't remember because I was like 3 or 4 years old, but still, you get me. Let's see. Let's write on our notebook. I think one of my favorite parts of this game are all the drawings she does on her notebook. So, I like these. These are pretty cute. Ayer era mi examen de español y tuve un 100. Creo que me ayudaste a hacerlo. Aquí sí era su maestra de español, de inglés, de cualquier idioma. No, no es cierto, nada más hablo 2 idiomas. Pero I think I would be interested in doing a Japanese learning stream eventually. I do want to learn Japanese. I know some words. I know some kanji. I can read hiragana and katakana. I can't write it though. I can't write any of it. So, but yeah, I would like to. I'd love to learn Japanese. Solo sé leer hiragana. Hiragana es el más fácil. Katakana hay unos donde se parecen mucho ciertos símbolos y es como de ¡ah! Maestra de alemán Sila. Irónicamente, tengo mi A2. No, era 1 o A2 en alemán porque sí estudié en la pandemia alemán. Pero ya no me acuerdo de nada. Principalmente leo más de lo que puedo hablarlo. Japanese is scary. It's scary. It does have a very different structure than we're used to in English or Spanish, so... But it makes sense, I guess, after hearing it, listening to it a lot or reading sentences, it does make sense structurally, so... It's just a matter of getting used to it. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Ay, qué padre, yo nomás aprendí nivel 1 de alemán, luego ya no me pude volver a inscribir por tiempo. I didn't keep learning German because my teacher ghosted me. Like, it was during Zoom sessions, obviously because it was the pandemic, but still, there was one day where I was learning and I was like, hey, it's 5 minutes to our class, are you coming soon? And then she didn't reply. And then it was an hour after and she texted me, oh, I'm not gonna teach you anymore, goodbye. And I'm like, what the fuck? Cuando tenga español fluido voy a aprender Arabic porque es el lenguaje de mi padre. I know my grandmother would love for me to learn Arabic since it's my grandma's native language too. She's from Lebanon. She emigrated to Mexico when she was like 13 or 14 with her parents. And she speaks Arabic is her first language, and then French and English. I'd say French is her second language, and then Spanish, and then she learned English. So my grandma's an actual super polyglot. She's amazing. ¿Por qué quieres saber japonés? Why do I want to learn Japanese? Because I sing in Japanese all the time, and I'd love to get to work with Japanese singers and composers, and it also opens a lot of doors in VTubing, at least. If you're interested in eventually joining a corpo, it's really good to be able to know Japanese. And I want to go to Japan someday. I know it's the most overrated dream anyone in this sphere, in the Vocaloid and anime community has, but I want to go to Japan. And I don't know, I'd feel so much more comfortable if I was able to communicate at least the basics when I go to another country, you know? Yo me inscribí un semestre de italiano y lo entendía muy bien, pero yo no me acuerdo de nada. Yo con el alemán así estoy. Your grandma is Lebanese, so she has... I don't understand. You have 3 grandsons. I want to learn German because part of my mother's family comes from there. Yeah, it's always good when you get to connect to your culture. At least I know my dad and my uncle and aunt. They didn't learn Arabic or French when they were kids, but they still know. Obviously, they know the basic cuss words, the insults. They know those words. I only know how to say shukran after getting a meal, because it would be always like, my grandma would say in French, bon appetit, and then after a meal, I'd say shukran, which means thank you. And it was really weird. I know the names of the dishes, but I can't write them down. I did grow up with Lebanese food. I don't know much about the culture, though. That's a shame on me, or the language, but I love Lebanese food. It's one of my favorites. If you like garlic, you will love Lebanese food. I want to learn German. Yeah. If you have a Mexican passport, you don't need a visa for a 90-day stay. Yeah, that's why I want to go too. It's so easy for us Mexicans to stay a little bit in Japan. So fun. And I don't have to worry about visas. I hate my dad, not gonna lie. He didn't teach me anything about Israel or the Middle East. He just got here and forgot it. I could have been bilingual. I think that's a common thing with first generation immigrants. Sometimes your parents are not sure if it's best for you in the long run to be raised as part of the country you're living in, or they don't want to share their culture because they're running away from it. There's many reasons. In the end, I do get it. I get the frustration because sometimes I'm annoyed that I learned French in elementary school, and then when I moved on to junior high school, my parents didn't take me to lessons or anything anymore, so I lost the language as well. And as a child, when I was younger, I was like, hey, why didn't you guys keep teaching me? I could have been a polyglot by now. But now I understand that it's just because we were in a bath. They didn't have a lot of money, and private lessons or language schools are expensive. So I get that. And, you know, in hindsight, I could have also been learning by myself, keep reading, keep listening to stuff in the language, and I didn't do it. I was lazy in part, so it's on me. That is good to know. I love garlic. Garlic's great. I love garlic. My best friend would put some garlic in her rice, and I was like, oh yeah, give me those garlic cloves. And she's like, are you just gonna eat them like that? And I'm like, yes, I love garlic. Hi ABC. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you today? I'm so white now, and yes, it's because he hates his family. Yeah, it's always a little bit of a deeper talk about trying to understand as well why people do the things they do, and try to empathize with them. Even if you don't understand at first or agree with their decisions, it's always good to try and see things from different perspectives and learn from that. For better or for worse, you know? To be fair, the best motivator to learn English for me was that the games were not being translated to Spanish. Also that! I've had so many... There's this novel that I'm reading, The Apothecary Diaries, and I keep seeing on Twitter that people are hating on the translator because he's not communicating so many subtext things appropriately on his translation, and I'm like, crap, I really want to read it in Japanese, but I don't know anything. And if I were to start learning how to read in Japanese, I don't think ancient Chinese-inspired historical fiction would be a first appropriate thing for a beginner, you know? I'd probably just watch Backyardigans in Japanese to start getting used to it or something. I'm doing great, and oh my god, this learning other language experience is so real. What about you? So they're doing construction My landlords are renovating the outside of the building I live in. So they're tearing down the walls, the wood, they're smoking things. And I'm just like, every day, starting at 7 a.m. and stopping at 5:30. It's constant drilling and fires and noise. And I'm like, there's no silence anymore. I just want my peace and quiet. Games and comics were the reason I learned English. I don't remember when I learned English. I know my parents wanted me to be bilingual. So ever since I was a baby, they would buy me books, like children's books in English and Spanish. I would read in both. I would watch series in both. I always went to bilingual schools. So basically, I pretty much learned English and Spanish at the same time. I'm so used to both of them. Last Christmas, I tried to bake a real Italian pizza, and the one I made for me was pizza margherita. And I put a lot of garlic in that stuff. Was it expensive? Yes. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Oh, hell yeah. Put garlic in everything. Garlic for President 2026. I love garlic. I would put it in everything. Why does this model have boobs, but the Amory one doesn't? Because the Amory one is a customizable model. It's not personalized. It's not customized for me. You can edit some things like the eyes, the hair, some parts of the outfit, but overall it's just a base model, and it's not tailored for me personally as a Scylla. That's why. This one was custom made for me. My reason to learn English was to speak with friends I met on Discord. I used to use Google Translator, and I was tired of opening whenever I wanted to talk to them. Yeah, I mean, that's so fair. I remember that I learned so many words. I learned words in other languages because I used to talk to people from all around the world. You know, you get used to it. That's the best way to start learning a language. You recognize the patterns with some words, some structures, and eventually you just start understanding a little bit more and more and more. I remember one wrestler moved to China to further his wrestling career, and to get used to the language, he would watch Peppa Pig in Chinese. It's such a smart decision, you know? That's what I would do too. You start listening to things in different languages, and children's series have a basic level, basic words. So that way you can get used to the bases and then build upon them. You can go up the age rating, start watching stuff for older kids than preteens, then you finally have a good enough vocabulary to watch adult series. I learned English just to beat Metroid Prime 1. See, that's the thing too. When you're motivating yourself with something that you love, it becomes so much easier. I assure you that if someone made you read Shakespeare when you don't like reading, you wouldn't really feel anything about it. You wouldn't start liking reading. It would be just a chore. And it's the same with everything. Learning becomes so much more fun when you are driven by passion and love for what you're doing. And that's such a bright and smart way to go about it. So I'm proud of all of you for learning another language. You guys are amazing. My reason to learn English is because ever since I was born, everyone around me spoke English constantly. Yeah, it's also for survival skills. It makes sense. That's so fair. Let's see. English for school. No. English for that exact reason you want to do. Hell yeah. That's what I mean, yeah? You know, it gets so much easy when you have the passion for that. Let's talk to the cat over here. Hamlet isn't here. Typical. He'll probably just pop out of thin air again later. Okay. So we've talked to everyone. Oh, I forgot the code for the number. It's 8052. 8052. There we go. Let's drink some water. Can you imagine being like antilingual, like knowing no languages? There was an experiment. It's slightly related, but not completely related. I remember that there was once a psychology experiment where two babies were put inside a room and they weren't taught any languages. No one would talk to them. And the researchers wanted to know if the babies would just start talking in a language. I think the target language was to see if they could learn Hebrew, since that was supposed to be the original language, or I don't know, something like that. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, what did end up happening was that both babies ended up having developmental problems because they did not have that learning experience. Are you talking about that girl Jeannie who didn't have any language taught to her? I think it was, in the one I remember, it was 2 babies. Let me see. I'm not sure if it was the one you're mentioning, but it might have been. Let's see. Babies who weren't taught any language. The language deprivation experiments. Yeah. Oh, wow. There's like a whole lot of history about these kinds of experiments, which is kind of sad, you know? Okay, what I'm talking about is an experiment allegedly carried out by Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II in the 13th century, which saw young infants raised without human interaction in an attempt to determine if there was a natural language that they might demonstrate once their voices matured. It's claimed he was seeking to discover what language would have been imparted into Adam and Eve by God. Yeah, you know, and it obviously did not end up working the way he thought it would work. The babies just did not speak and did not develop appropriately. So there's that. Hello? Hello? No response. There's no response, and yet I sense a presence. What can I say? You're Thomas, right? Are you Thomas? I really wanted to talk to you. There we go. I think we're materializing Thomas into existence again. Hello? Are you Thomas? My name's Mary. Where am I? His voice is so hoarse. Like it could be snuffed out at any second. Please, tell me where I am, quickly. It's so dark. Where you are? If you can make cow cheese and goat cheese, is there also human cheese? Yes. Yes, there is human cheese. You can make human cheese. I don't know if that's language, if that's knowledge we needed to have. But yes, you can make human cheese. It is theoretically possible. I'm not sure if anyone has ever done it. I don't want to Google this because if I Google human cheese, I'm certain it will be another type of cheese that a human produces. And if you know, you know. I'm not sure I want to Google this. Am I brave enough for this? Okay. Those who know. Breast milk cheese. You've got questions, we've got answers. Healthline is there to answer. There's a market, albeit a niche one, for cheese made with, you guessed it, breast milk. And whether you've landed here by accident or while doing extensive recipe research, the very notion of breast milk cheese is probably enough to pique your curiosity, if not your appetite. No, not my appetite, I can assure you, not my appetite. Some chefs have privately and publicly tried using the ingredient in recipes. You probably won't see 4 milk fondue on a restaurant menu. If you watch the reality TV show MasterChef, though, you might know that a contestant once served Gordon Ramsay breast milk mac and cheese. What? I need to watch that episode. No, Gordon. I'm so sorry for making you research this. Guys, I have a new business idea. I know what I'm gonna do. Phineas, I know Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. This is totally usable info for real. Pro tip for survival. Hell yeah, guys, now you know. If you're in the market, if you have that kind of appetite, there you go. That's something. That's something Homelander would be up to. He's single-handedly investing in every company that produces breast milk cheese, I guess. Well, you know, today we learned something new, guys. There's your Scylla fun fact for the day, I guess. Could you tell me what you see? We can try brainstorming this together. what I see. There's the sun. I see the sun. The sun? Thomas, are you calling me from outside? From a phone booth, perhaps? No, I'm not outside. It's dark everywhere I look. But you can see the sun? Yeah, in the darkness I see the sun. Many suns, in fact. So, a dark place with many suns. I should write that down. Let's see, there are many suns in the dark. Did you know that if you freeze something with moisture and then suck the air out, the ice inside will undergo sublimation and turn into a gas and completely dry the substance and remove all moisture? Isn't that pretty much freeze-drying things? Like those freeze-dried candy that are very popular? The other day I gave my friends an existential crisis when I pointed out the sense of touch is a lie. Yeah, like for example when you get wet, you know, you can't feel the water. You don't have receptors to feel water. You just feel the temperature change when you get burned with hot water, for example. That might not be the sun, bro. It's the light. Go towards the light. How does this apply to breast milk cheese? Oh no! I see where you're going. I know. I'm not sure if it's a great idea though. Let's see. Can you touch anything? Thomas, is there anything you can touch nearby? Touch something I can touch. Oh, what's this? Thick, soft, like cloth or silk. Cloth? Silk? Yeah, it's very thick. Very big and... Why are you making me read this out loud? There's no way they didn't know how this would sound. What the Okay, never mind. I'm gonna take it seriously. It's very thick, very big and wide. Even if I stretch out my arms, it's still wider. Like a wall spreading out in front of me. A wall like cloth? Yes. A gigantic wall of cloth towering over me. No puede ser. Somewhere with a wall-like cloth. I should write that down just in case. Wall-like cloth. Okay, noted. Can you hear anything? The sound of ice falling. Lots and lots of ice. Taka 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 taka. That's a song, isn't it? Taka 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 taka. Huh? Is this even ice? Ice or something that sounds like it? There's clacking, but also rumbling, like a quake. Ice falling, taka taka, and a deep, deep rumbling. Lots of ice falling. I should write that down just in case as well. Okay, there's a hint to where he is right now. Let's think. I have a feeling I know where Thomas is. Me gusta comer el hielo. A mí también. Well, I was talking about the very fact of touching something. Atoms can take the space of other atoms. So when you're touching, you're actually pushing it, and the cloud of electrons are pushing you away. And that's why what you feel you're touching. So yeah, pretty much the repulsion forces, if I remember correctly. I didn't have too many lessons of physical chemistry. I had more organic chemistry, but yes. I just remember something. Oh, what is it? This place. It's filled with my hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams? It must be important to you then. Mary, where am I? Please tell me you figured it out. Thomas' location, based on what he said. He might be describing things metaphorically. Let me check my notebook. Let's see. Right now, Thomas is in a theater on a night road in a basement. I think in a theater. Everything is a lie. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold. Bye. Yeah, pretty much. Thomas, are you in a theater perhaps? What? A theater? I see. This is a theater. Oh, did I get it right? There we go. Thomas is at the theater. I drew a big picture of it. So that theater, I'm still there. That theater? You know, what theater you're in right now? Not gonna lie, I wanted to click in a basement because the basement memes. Yeah, I know. But I wasn't sure if you would get penalized. I guess you wouldn't get penalized because it's not even a game. It's a visual novel. So no matter what you choose, you still will end up in the same spot. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. In fact, I don't just know it. It's everything I've ever dreamed of. It's irreplaceable to me. Ah, that's what you meant by hopes and dreams. You sound calmer now. I do feel better. If you don't mind, would you like to talk? Sure. Let's talk about our dreams and hopes. So, you said this theater is everything you've ever dreamed of. Why is that? This place gives people hope and dreams, no matter how downtrodden they are. ¿Por qué eres un furry? Todos los NPCs o las personas que vamos a ayudar son representadas por furries. Obviamente creo que en la vida real no eran furries, pero así es la manifestación de sus almas, básicamente en base a su personalidad, creo. Even during their darkest hours. This theater captures their hearts and puts smiles on their faces, like any good theater should. And yet, for some reason, I can't seem to remember. What happened in the theater? What made it such fun? It's all a blur to me. A blur and a whirlwind of anxiety. I see. I'm sorry, I wish I could tell you more. It's fine, don't force yourself to remember. I'm trying to. Darn it! I can't remember anything else. Si estuviera en ese juego yo sería una serpiente porque me la llevo escupiendo veneno. Ansiedad, qué miedo. Wait, I just understood what you were saying even though you were speaking fast. That's the first time I did that. Woo! Congrats! See, it gets easier to understand Spanish the more you get used to listening to it. It's pretty cool how it works. Your brain starts getting used to the sound of it. So you can start, even if I start picking up my speed when I talk, you'll still be able to get it. And that's pretty fun. What sort of theater are you in? This here's my father's theater. Your father's theater? He owned it? That he did. He's a famous playwright. This is where they performed the plays he wrote. We always had a full house. Every new play father wrote became the talk of the town. They'd be on the front page of every newspaper out there. You must look up to your father a lot. Yeah, I was just one of many fans of his work. Spanish gets better with practice, of course, and if you don't change the accent often because each accent has its own signature words. I think my accent in Spanish is pretty steady. Sometimes my best friend was from Ecuador, so I got used to using some slang from Ecuador, like "concha tu madre," or what would she say a lot? I remember there was a word that I loved that she used to say very, very often. But yeah, it's just what I got used to. That's Chilean, yeah, it's from Chile, but they also used it in a lot of other countries. For example, esa wea también. I know it's Chilean, but they use it in other places. Or, what was it? Hijo de puta! That's from a Colombian guy that I knew too. We had like a very Latin American diverse group, so the words would get mixed up. Chimba, sí, que chimba. Or the guy from Colombia would also say, ¿Quieren unos arrunchis? And I was like, what are arrunchis? And he was like cuddles or hugs and stuff. And I was like, arrunchis! I love that word. Yeah, it has its own variations. In Peru, for example, they use huevada instead of wea. Hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate. Let's see. And for example, in Mexico, we say que hueva to say instead of huevada or wea. Sorry, this might be a bit of a weird question. Right, so, Thomas, you and me, didn't we harbor the same feelings? The same feelings? Self-hatred. Thomas, haven't you ever felt that way? I have. Thought so. How about you, Mary? Have you ever felt self-hatred? I have. I'm sure I have. Problem is, I don't remember anything about my past or who I am. I have no idea what I did or why I hated myself. But despite my lack of memories, this feeling, self-hatred, is the only thing I'm sure of. I think I understand you, how you feel. Because I feel the same way. Say, Thomas, during your life, when did you feel self-hatred? Ella llama a los muertos. It's not exactly that she calls dead people. She's like a landline to lost souls. There was an apocalypse and everyone kind of died, but the people who died with regrets are still hanging out over there. And she helps them. They call her and she helps them deal with their regrets and their memories and pass on peacefully. Is the best explanation I could give you. Sí, tu acento en español es muy neutro. Yo cuando fui a Ciudad de México a conocer a mis amistades de LOL, les tuve que decir que no se sintieran mal porque como soy del norte hablo muy golpeado. Yo soy no soy del Estado de México, crecí en el Estado de México, pero cuando era pequeña crecí en Aguascalientes. Entonces también tenía un acento súper, súper cantadito y marcado, así norteño también. Nada más se me fue con el tiempo. Let's see. Who I heard. I did something horrible to my friend. My friend, right, her name was... It was, her name. Ugh, no, I can't remember. Hidrocálida, ya veo, sí. ¡Viva Aguascalientes! ¡Viva! Quiero hacer esto, zorro. ¿Que a quién le digan zorra? No es cierto, no es cierto. No, I should be able to remember. How could I not after I... What was it? What did I do to her? Her name, it was... I forgot. Alrighty, I should go to sleep now because I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Good luck with the game. Good night. I hope you have a lovely rest of your night and I hope you have sweet dreams. Thank you so much for stopping by. And for the follow too. I'm very grateful you made time to hang out with me today. This fox guy is hot. We got a furry here. He's cute. I like him too. He's very cute. I didn't forget. I just don't want to remember. Deep down, I remember her name and what I did. I just don't want to remember. I want to die in blissful ignorance. Thomas, calm down. I promised I would bring her here. But you've forgotten her? Yes, No, wait! It's not just her! Where am I? Where? Thomas, you're in the theater! The theater filled with your hopes and dreams. I am a furry, that's why I'm American. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That does make a lot of sense now. All furries are American. No, just kidding, just kidding. A theater? What's that? What's a theater? What do you mean theater? My dreams? What are my dreams? You already forgot? Thomas, please, hold on to your memories of the theater. Let's see. Many suns in the dark. Thomas, you said before you can see many suns in the darkness, right? Does that mean... By suns in the darkness, he means... The theater spotlights? Thomas, by suns in the darkness, you mean the theater spotlights, right? Yeah, that's it. There are spotlights. Huge lights shining down on me from the ceiling. They make me feel like a star. The theater spotlights are like the sun to me. You sound so excited, Thomas. You won't forget the theater now, will you? I don't know. Thomas, please, hold on to your memories of the theater. Let's see. Thomas, you said earlier that you can hear the sound of ice falling. Is that perhaps... Sound of falling ice. Applause? Thomas, the falling ice is actually the audience clapping, isn't it? Yes, it's the audience applause. If I hold my breath, yes, it's there. I can hear the applause echoing throughout. Mary, have you ever given actors a round of applause? It's a tremendous sound. Like hail and fireworks going off throughout the whole theater. You sound so excited, Thomas. You won't forget the theater now, will ya? I don't know. Okay, you should read this really good furry visual novel called Echo. It's genuinely so good I cried multiple times. Oh, I love when things are so... You don't expect for things to sound super good, to be super good, and then there's suddenly like a masterpiece. It's like, whoa, that's epic. Give me a second. Give me 1 sec. There we go. What else? Thomas, please, hold on. Okay, it's the same. Let's do the same one. Wall-like cloth. Thomas, earlier you mentioned a giant wall-like cloth. Could that be the stage curtains? Yeah, it's the curtain. If I reach out, yes, I feel them. I can feel the curtains. It's always so exciting when the curtains open. It's like opening the door to a brand new world. I'd always be on the edge of my seat waiting for that one magical moment. You sound so excited, Thomas. You won't forget the theater now, will you? Yeah, I remember now. Oh, Thomas, thank goodness. Right now, I'm in my father's theater. You told me that earlier. Right, and I promised her that I'd make her an actress. Oh? I promised that I'd bring her to my father's theater and make her an actress. Thomas, what do you... And yet, even though I promised her... Thomas? Sounds like he couldn't keep the promise he made to his friend. Maybe I shouldn't dig any deeper. But wait, what if that promise? What if it's connected to my self-hatred? Should I ask him? Or maybe I shouldn't. Did Thomas keep his promise? I'm not joking. Echo is, in my opinion, a masterpiece in writing. It's very dark and philosophical, and I think you would like it based off you enjoying this right now and liking Omori. Yeah, I do like things that lead you to a little bit of thought. It's really good. I like having complex discussions about things. I think it's really fun to do with your audience as well. I have to go get more water since I'm running out of it. So it's the pre-rolls have 30 seconds until I have a new ad to go. So let's do the 3-minute ad break and then we'll come back and read more of Schrödinger's Call. Okay, Pablín está ahí, ¿o sí? Pablín, si estás ahí, creo que no está. I'm gonna put the thingy where sí está. ¿Puedes ponerlo del ad, please, please, please? Que volvemos en 3 minutos. Muchas gracias. We'll be back in 3 minutes while I go grab some water. Let's see. Maru kaite chikyuu, maru kaite chikyuu, maru kaite chikyuu, boku hetari ah. Yeah. Ah, hinofudete, mie る素晴らしい世界迷わずまで乾杯が下手The duck. We're on break right now, so oh, thank you for the check-in, Doc. I can talk before the people are still on break. It's still a minute to go. I returned a little bit earlier than I expected, so I'm here. We'll be back in 3 minutes for Oi! Yeah, I came back a little earlier than I expected, and I didn't want the chat to be super silent, so I was like, I'm here. I'm just saying stuff meanwhile. Hey, evening boss, how's your Wednesday going? No coffee spills today, I hope. I only have water. I've learned my lesson. No more coffee during streams. I only have I wanted to do my tea, you know? I don't know if you remember, I have my ginger and what was it? Ginger and citron tea? But this time I couldn't open the jar because all of the sticky candied jelly is stuck to the lid, so it made a kind of glue and I can't open it anymore. And I'm so sad because I wanted my tea. It helps clear my throat while I'm streaming so I don't get a lot of phlegm in my throat, which is something recurring. But it's just water now. Oh, there we go. The pad does work. Welcome back, everyone who left for ads. I'm not sure if anyone did, so let's see. Let's ask him. Thomas, sorry if this is an unpleasant topic, but about the promise you made to your friend. Thomas? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. You don't have to tell me. Again, sorry. Thomas? I just remembered. Her name was Leah. Thomas, hello. What's wrong? Thomas, are you there? Did the call cut out? Uh-oh. Oh no, don't tell me I screwed up and I wasn't supposed to ask him. I feel terrible about it. No, Thomas, I'm sorry. Please come back. Thomas isn't responding. I ended the call, but was that really for the better? Why, of course it was, Mary. You've been following protocol to a T. That's something to be proud of. Hamlet, you keep appearing and disappearing over and over again. Please, make up your mind already. You wish me to make up my mind? To be or not to be? Which would you rather, Mary? That I be here or not? I like the Shakespeare reference from Hamlet, but it's a little too on the nose, isn't it? You're putting me on the spot here. I think I'd prefer it if you were here. I'd rather you here than not. Very well, then I shall stay a while. You say that, but I bet you're going to disappear again soon. True. Let's see about Thomas. Thomas is the spirit I met after Lucy. Lucy had her own troubles, as does he. They all have unfinished business. Leah. I wonder if I can save him. Maybe if I talk to him a bit more. Let's see if talking to the cat works this time. No need to be flustered, Mary. As I said, you are following protocol in regards to Thomas. What protocol? What do you mean protocol anyway? Remember how you dealt with Lucy? The two of you went through the same steps. With Lucy, I first called her, then put the phone down. Then the phone rang, and when I answered, it connected to Lucy's past. Back when she called her son, William, from a phone booth. Is that what's gonna happen with Thomas? Indeed it will. There we go. There's our phone ringing. Speak of the devil. This shall be a call from Thomas's past, to lend him an ear. And with that, I shall take my leave. Already? A call from Thomas's past. Could it be his final call? Let's see. Sorry for being so passionate about Echo. I read it the week after I lost my religion and my heterosexuality, so it was very important to me. Yeah, there's some things that hit you on a very personal and deep level, and you relate to them on a moment when you're vulnerable, and then they stay with you for a long time. I do feel that. I don't remember if there was a song that I used to listen to when I was really, really depressed, and it would help me feel better. And to this date, even if I'm not longer depressed, every time I hear that song, it still brings me the memories of comfort and warmth. And it's such a lovely and nice thing for me. Did the call go through? Hello? Is this Leah? Let's see. Are we gonna be Leah? Morning, Leah. Thought I'd give you a call today as well. How are you feeling? As I thought, this is from Thomas's past. His unfinished call. He's calling Leah, his friend. Oh, I have a couple of those too, but I use them to cry. I like to cry a lot. I'm not sure if I would say that crying is my hobby or that I love it, but sometimes it really is super necessary. Sometimes you just need to cry and let it all out. Let's say... I'm Lee. Oh, did it not let me? Oh, there we go. The words won't leave my mouth. This is what happened with Lucy too. That's like the show Neon Genesis Evangelion. I would watch it to comfort me when I was having my clinical depressive episodes. Prefiero reír. Yeah, me too. I'm hearing this from Leah's side. And all I can do is listen in silence. Good news, Leah! You're going to be an actress! Father wants to create a new play with you as the lead. He truly believes in your talent. He said you're going to be famous one day. So he wants you to come visit. Don't worry, you'll be in good hands. Father's running the script himself. He'll make you shine like a star. Father and I will be waiting for you at the theater. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can't answer for them. It's fine, Leah. Take as long as you need. I'll wait for your answer, however long it takes. Oh no. This time she can speak for Leah. Leah, I know. I did something horrible to you. That's why you won't say anything. Is Thomas getting quieter? You're... I don't know what. Aren't you? I'm gonna imagine if it said you're pregnant, aren't you? But I don't think it's gonna be that. He's so quiet I can barely hear them. I don't know if that effect is always true though. When I was in the psych hospital, the things I did to comfort me now just remind me of that awful place. I don't know why. It can go either way, honestly. Sometimes you'll have good memories. It depends on the time as well. Sometimes there are things that will evoke positive memories, but then sometimes they will just remind you of past trauma and you really can't control it. It's unfortunate, but the associations, our brains really love associations, so whether it's for better or for worse, it tends to happen a bit, and that's unfortunate. Do you have a comfort anime? When I'm feeling down, I like to watch Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. When I just needed something, how do you say it? Something lighter, with a lighter mood, I would watch Kusuo Saiki. I think it's really funny, at least. It's one of my favorite comedy animes. Let's see. In that moment, the moon fell to our world. The moon fell. So this was the final call of Thomas's life. But why didn't Leah answer him? Why am I speaking to random strangers on the internet more than my therapist? Because you don't, at least for me, when I bend to or tell strangers things, it's because I don't care if they judge me or not. When I'm talking to someone I really care about, it's more likely that I'll be concerned about what they think of me. But if it's a stranger, I honestly most likely won't care what they think of me, whether they judge me or not. So it's easier to speak, if it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. Let's see. I need to watch it. I love comedy anime. It is really funny. I love all of the cast. All of the characters are pretty interesting in their own right. Thomas was desperately calling out to Leah, yet she didn't say a word. Let's see. Let's think about Thomas's situation. Thomas's unfinished call. It cut off suddenly, just like Lucy's. I assume it was the moon again. Makes sense. It would have fallen at the same time for everyone. But unlike Lucy's, I couldn't hear most of it. I have no idea what Leah said. And Thomas's voice got so quiet at the end I couldn't hear him either. What did he say just before the moon fell? Perhaps before I ask him, I should go over everything so far. Let's see the notebook. My favorite anime is Jujutsu Kaisen. I own 20 of the manga volumes. Physical manga volumes, I think I only own a couple of the No Game No Life one. I have one of the Shiba Yugi novels. Shiba Yugi in English, I think it's called Playing Death Games to Put Food on the Table. It's a recent series. And I don't think I have one of the Apothecary Diaries, but I would buy one, definitely. Let's see. Thomas's friend. Thomas called out to a girl named Leah in his unfinished call. Leah was Thomas's friend, right? Just like with Lucy, mid-call the moon suddenly fell and crashed into her world. I can picture Leah's face all of a sudden. Let's see, that's Leah. She's a bunny. Is this really what she looked like? I only own a couple of Kakekyo Hitman Reborn volumes. Yeah, sometimes you just want to have them there. You know, you already read them, but you also want them to be there as a reminder of how much you love the series. But also, the cover arts are so pretty in many of them. I like looking at them as well. Let's see. She's a bunny! Indeed, she is a bunny. I promised that I'd bring her to my father's theater and make her an actress. Make her an actress, huh? Thomas promised Leah that he would make her an actress. Okay, that should do it. I wonder, did he ever fulfill that promise? Come to think of it, didn't he say in his unfinished call? He truly believes in your talent. Father's writing the script himself. He'll make you shine like a star. Okay. There we go. Maybe I put too much effort into this drawing. No, it's good. This is kind of like Beastars. Yeah, it does remind me a bit of Beastars too, now that you mention it. It's kind of similar. Thomas's father. Let's think of it. Thomas's father was a famous playwright. He must have been very influential to have his own theater. From what I can tell, Leah dreamed of becoming an actress. So Thomas asked his father to grant her wish. And it sounds like he said yes. He was willing to write a play starring Leah. What a wonderful father. There we go. Which means, was Leah able to become an actress like she wanted? No, because the moon crashed before she got to fulfill her dreams. That's the whole thing with this. It's fine, Leah. Take as long as you need. I'll wait for your answer, however long it takes. Her dream was going to come true, but she didn't say a word. Thomas cared about her enough to wait forever if need be. Question is, why did Leah keep him waiting? Okay. I think that about sums it up. Something else sticks out to me. The muffled voice. By the end of the call, Thomas's voice was really faint. Let's see. Leah, I know. I did something horrible to you. How did the moon crash before reaching the rush limit and dissolving into rings? Because it's fantasy! There's no logic to any of these at all! That's why they're furries! Anyways. I don't know how dark this one's gonna be. Last episode was super dark with Lucy's child being a murderer, and she then went to prison to cover up for his crimes. That was pretty dark. I wonder if it's gonna be slightly worse or better than this. Wait, I thought you said just their souls were furries. Yeah, I mean that it's still a fantasy thing, you know? I don't think my soul is a furry. I don't even know if I have a soul, if we have souls. So that's how it works. Let's drink some more water. There we go. Why couldn't I hear it? I could with Lucy. I couldn't hear some of the unfinished call. I better jot this down too. Okay. I got the souls. One in each of my shoe. That's funny. When did you get here? I'll leave that to your imagination. I'm here to answer your questions. I figured. Oh, what to do? Maybe I should speak to Hamlet first. Okay. Allow me to guess. Why couldn't I hear Thomas at the end of his unfinished call? Yes, exactly. Do you truly wish to know? If that is the case, scratch my back, Mary, gently if you will. Never mind, I'll figure it out myself. Wait, I didn't read that last message typo. Inside, I am internally a Latina, not Polish. I'm not Polish! Hopecore is always a good choice. I'm partial to certain parts of One Piece myself. I don't think I would ever get through One Piece solely because I always need to do things in order, so I have to watch from the start and then completely watch until the end. And there's so many episodes I just wouldn't be able to finish. And I know some people skip the feeling parts, and I wouldn't be able to. I've read all of One Piece. That's crazy. That's twice? Oh my god. That's so hardcore. You are a true One Piece fan. That's admirable. That's incredible. You go, Doc. Besides, whatever answer you give me will probably be another riddle in itself. Huh, an interesting reaction. Very well. I shall tell you for free, just this once. For I am the nicest mathematician in the world. Indeed, you could not hear the end of that unfinished call because Thomas's memory is more unstable than Lucy's. What do you mean? His precious memories are slipping away. Wait, wasn't that the... Sorry about the bump. Wasn't that the case with Lucy too? Ah, but Thomas' instability is a step above. Not to worry though. You're here for him, Mary. Sila, please read Echo. My serotonin will spike like I took heroin. Please don't take heroin. I will consider it. I will research more about it and see if it's, on brand with my streaming content. So, and if not, I will read it off stream anyways. I do like learning new things anyways. Me? Call him, Mary. Restart his memories. Only then will you hear the unfinished call in full. I'm not sure I'll be able to. Fret not. You need only listen and all shall be well. I'll try, I guess. Let's try and listen to the full call. Let's see. Maybe this drawing is a bit much. Nah, it's okay. What was the number? It was 8052. Let's try calling. Yay, thank you, but don't look up anything or look at the wiki. The writing is so tight. Yeah, don't worry, I won't spoil myself if I do. 8052. 5, 2. There we go. Let's see if they answer this time. Come on. Hello? Hi, Mary. Are you sure you're okay? Sorry for losing myself like that, but it won't happen again because you called me. I appreciate it. So, Mary, you're our world's last confidant, right? Oh, in case you weren't here during the last Schrödinger call stream, whenever I have to say that phrase, I'll take a shot of water because I said it a lot of times during the last stream. So there we go. Shot of water. There is a lot I want to ask you, may I? Yes, of course. Thomas, what sort of friend was Leah to you? Leah, huh? Let's see. She was very honest, diligent, smart, yet competitive to a fault. And she had a beautiful voice. I loved her voice. Yeah, that's the one thing I'll never forget. Thomas, your stories about the theater are always so wonderful. Yes, let's keep going. I'd love to learn more about theater. Yeah, I hope she's okay. She is okay. I know she is. She's going to become an actress after all. Dying now would be such a waste. Becoming an actress, that's her destiny. Hey, why couldn't Leah become an actress? She didn't? But Thomas, you promised you'd make her one. Yeah, I did. I remember it clear as day. And I was so close to fulfilling it. But something happened to her which made it impossible. But what exactly? I don't know. Mary, I can't remember. Thomas, have you heard of unfinished calls? Unfinished? Is there something special about them? Right, of course. Basically, I just listened to the final call of your life. The final call of my life? Yes, exactly. And what happened? What did I say? I don't remember a thing. Who was I talking to in my final moments? You really don't remember, huh? In your unfinished call, you were talking to your friend Leah. Leah's the one you called. Of course, who else but her? Is it that obvious in hindsight? Yeah, our calls were Leah's only connection to the outside world. Her only connection? What do you mean? It's a bit hard to explain. Our relationship was special. Let's see if we can figure it out. Let's see. Let's ask about that. By the way, Thomas, in your call, you said Leah could become an actress and your father would help her. Did I? What did Leah say? Leah said nothing. Nothing? Did she not hear me? I assume she did, but she didn't respond. In fact, Leah didn't say a single word the entire call. Nothing at all? Yes, any idea why? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe she... No, I don't. Thomas, are you okay? I'm fine. Let's ask him about the other one. You told her that your father was writing a play with her as the lead. Yeah, that I remember. My father's a famous playwright. He's also the owner of this theater. If he put his mind to it, he could write an incredible play that would make Leah shine. And he did. And yet what? Did something go wrong? Leah's play was never performed. That's why she never became an actress. Why wasn't it performed? Why? I don't remember. Did your father actually write the script? I'm not sure. I can't remember if he did or not. Oh, that's fine then. What else do we have? About your unfinished call. The final call of my life? That one, yes. I actually couldn't hear part of it. Which part? The last bit, right before the moon fell and the world ended. You kept speaking, but your voice grew quieter and quieter until I couldn't hear you anymore. So if you could hear that then, maybe you could figure out why Leah never said anything. Oh, did I get cheesed? Why did you cheese me, my star? What have I done? But then again, I'm so tired I could eat a horse. Is that how it goes? Let's see. Maybe Leah did talk and you just couldn't hear her. I wonder. That must have been it. Leah and I were incredibly close. Surely she would have at least said something. I suppose. Hello, I'm here. Have the cheese. Oh yeah, and I think it's a cheddar cheese or a Swiss cheese. If it were a personalized cheese, I would have people send provolone cheese for me because that's my favorite cheese. Sorry, give me a second. There you go. Is there any way for you to decipher the last beat? About that, apparently I'm having trouble hearing it because your memory is unstable. So if your memories were restored, I assume I'd be able to. If you could just recall more about the things that were important to you. Let's see about Leah. Like Leah, perhaps. I see. I do want to remember them too, both Leah and the theater. Honestly, the thought of remembering scared me. Not sure why though. But thanks to you, Mary, I think I'm ready now. If I get my memories back, you can hear the rest of the call, right? I believe so. I want to get my memories back. But how do I do it? Maybe I can figure something out. Really? Yes, this phone might have the power to give us some hints. Mary, please! I want my memories of Leah back. Let's see. Okay. I want to know more about Leah too. Thank you, Mary. I'm going to hang up for a bit, okay? Just wait right here. Okay. Good luck, Mary. I'll see if I can remember anything as well. Okay, don't push yourself though. I'll call you back. Let's see. We have to investigate. Let's see. Thomas. He begged me so desperately, I couldn't turn him down. Can we really restore his memories? There we go. I have to give it my all. Nothing in this room is related to Thomas. I have to think of something. Let's see. In the notebook, can we think of something? Maybe. I don't think there's anything I can see here. There's nothing. The cat's gone. Why, hello again. Oh, he's back. Hello again, Mary. All going smooth, I take it? Hamlet! Thank goodness you're here. I need to ask you something. It's about Thomas. Could you please help me restore his memories? My. He really is placing all his bets on you. Well done, Mary. You're certainly living up to the title of the world's last confidant. Oh, fuck, another shot. There we go. What? You're doing a good job. And would you believe it? You've earned new third-party numbers. Third party? What was that again? People who can no doubt lend you a helping hand, or paw if you prefer. I've written them down in your notebook, the third-party numbers, that is. Give it a look later. Sure. Now I shall once again take my leave. Be sure to check your notebook for the third-party numbers. And with that, I bid you good luck. Wait, could you explain? Ugh. Let's see. Let's check the notebook and see if we have the third-party numbers. There we go. Okay, give me back here. We have Ira and Checo, which were the other two that we saw at the start. So let's start with Checo the frog first. Necesito salir, estoy tan cansado que puedo comer un burro. Oh, sí, sí te entiendo. Let's call Checo first. There we go. Greetings, you've reached the playwright who turns frowns upside down. Comedy genius Checo the Great! Apologies, but I, Checo the Great, am currently away right now, so after the beep, if you please, put your best foot forward, worst foot forwarder, and give us your wittiest pun. If it is worthy, I, Checo, of greatness fame, will personally call you back. What? He wants to hear a pun? Seriously? How is it going to give me information on Thomas? Puns. I've got two ideas actually. Both might work. Let's do a really good pun. I'll give him an intellectual pun. I wonder if he'll even get it. A pun? Sorry, I'm not very phony. Not bad if I do say so myself. Hope girl always get me in anything that portrays the indomitable human spirit. I don't get what you guys are talking about, but the important thing is that you know about it and that you're getting along. Your pun has been recorded. Checo the Great will personally hear it and decide if you are worthy of his time. That's so funny. Farewell. Let's put down the phone. I left a message. Should I have? Let's call the other person. What was her name? Aira? What's her phone number? 1276. Let's see. Let's call Aira. 1276. I need to change my posture because my leg's hurting. There we go. First time calling this number. Hello? Oh, my pelvis cracked. My pelvis just cracked. That hurt. Ow. La di da, la di da. Is someone singing? Let's see. Oh, la 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 la, la la la. You could never escape self-hate rap. So you could always be living. I can live on my own. Oh my, when did I start singing? Hello? Oh dear, did you hear all that? Yes. Well, how was it? Did I sound good? Tug a few heartstrings, maybe? How should I answer that? Never lose hope, Sila. Don't believe in yourself, because believe in the version of you who believes in you. That's so deep, for real. Let's see. You're a great singer. Yes, I thought it was pretty good. Oh, you flatter me. I was just singing to myself, because I have to, you see. You have to. Otherwise, I may forget something very important. Something very important. Is it just me, or does she sound sad? Listen, I was just out on a walk, strolling along, humming to myself. when I saw it, the moon falling from the night sky. And it was so fast. In fact, at first, I thought it was the other way around, and I was going towards it. Like I was falling up into the sky, and I'd land in a crater or something. But no, the moon was falling towards me. I got so scared I started singing, as loud as I could. Because, can't be scared when you're belting it out at the top of your lungs. I agree, the concentration needed to hold the nose and everything. You wouldn't even have time to be scared. And I'm still singing even now. I feel like if I keep singing, I can go back to before the moon fell. I know I'm repeating myself, but if I don't sing, I'll start to forget. Forget everything important to me. Oh, come to think of it, who are you? I'm Mary. Have you heard of me, perhaps? Mary, is it? Afraid I have no idea of who you are, and I hardly think you know anything about me either. Let's start from the beginning then. My name is Era. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Era. Let's see. Hey, what's the important thing you don't want to forget? It's my memories of someone. A girl I've known for years. A girl? Could this be the key to restoring Thomas's memories? Era, what you just said. The girl you don't want to forget. That girl's name, was it Leah? Would she happen to be named Leah? 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 Leah, yes, that was her name. The girl I absolutely mustn't forget. Her name is Leah. Leah. Oh, thank you. I was about to forget her name. That's why I had to keep singing her song, to keep reminding myself about her. La 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 la. You could never escape self-hatred. So you would always be living. I can live on my own. It really takes me back. We used to sing this together all the time. I miss her voice. That clear, angelic voice. Angelic? I wish I could have heard her too. Let's see. Leah had an angelic voice. Better make a note. Tell me about Leah. You want to know more about Leah? What was your relation to Leah? My connection to Leah? What should I say? Let's see. I know her friend, Thomas. He's also forgetting things about Leah. It's sitting at him very badly. That's why I'm looking for information on Leah to help him remember. You know Thomas? Yes, I've never met him in person, but we talked on the phone and became friends, I suppose. Becoming friends over the phone. What a coincidence. Just like Thomas and Leah. Were they the same? You don't know. I have some ideas, but nothing concrete. Thomas and Leah were phone pals. Phone pals? Yes, like pen pals, but over the phone. The two of them never once met in person. They bonded entirely over the phone. Oh, they were Utida before Utida was a thing. Just over the phone? Interesting. Phone pals. Okay, noted. Friends who only knew each other over the phone. Yes, I don't think they ever met in person. Why not? Leah's parents wouldn't allow her to go outside. She was always stuck inside the mansion, day in, day out. Why didn't Leah's parents let her go out? Because it was dangerous for her outside. Outside was dangerous? Why didn't Leah's parents let her go out? Her parents were rather overbearing for one. And there was another reason. Leah was born blind. So her parents raised her entirely indoors. Blind, I see. I should definitely write that down. Let's see, she was blind. I think I'm beginning to understand Leah now. Say, Era, how do you know so much about Leah? That's because I worked at her home. I was a housekeeper since before she was born. I know everything about her from A to Z. Oh, that makes sense. What should I ask Era about? Let's see. Leah wanted to become an actress, right? Yes, very much so. Why did she want to become one when, don't need to dance around it. Why would a girl who can see or even leave the house want to become an actress? Leah's never attended a play, never, much less seen one. That's what everyone thinks, no? It's not hard to guess. Yeah. Well, we have Thomas to thank for that. What did he do? He made her fall in love with theater. Poor girl had been kept inside from childhood, never once experiencing the outside world. Then along came Thomas, who told her of the wonders of the stage, and the rest is history. Did he take her to the theater, even though she couldn't see anything? I'm afraid Leah never told me the specifics. All I know is Thomas's stories of the theater thrilled her to no end. But back in high school, I made friends with a blind girl, and oh boy, the blind joke's pass is nuts. Yeah, I imagine it was a lot of not so many nice things people said. It sucks. Let's see. Thanks to Thomas, Leah fell in love with theater. I'll see what Thomas has to say later. And what else can I ask her about? You might already know this, but apparently Leah was going to become an actress, just like she really wanted. Thomas managed to convince his father to write a play with her in it. No, I mean, she liked those jokes and encouraged me to do so. Oh, I mean, as long as she wanted them and liked them, that's the important thing. You're going to be an actress. Father's writing the script himself. He'll make you shine like a star. So he wants you to come visit. Don't worry, you'll be in good hands. Father and I will be waiting for you at the theater. And yet Leah never responded to him. Thomas's father wrote a play starring Leah? His father was a very famous playwright, if I'm not mistaken. You're right, if he wrote a play for her, she truly might have become a bona fide actress overnight. But what is it? Was it really Thomas's father who wrote it? Huh? I assume so? Something seems off. I feel as though someone else wrote it. Wait, the person who wrote the script was... Maybe Thomas himself. Maybe Thomas wrote it himself? Yes, that's it. That must be it. Oh, why didn't I consider that? Thomas wrote it. He wrote the script for Leah's play. But Thomas himself said his father did. Then both of them must have written one. Both? Did Thomas write a script for Leah? Let's see. I'm sure of it. Father and son butting heads, each writing their own script for Leah's play. That's why they kept Leah waiting for so long. She waited by the phone all day, for a long, long time. Yes, that would explain it. But then, in the end, Leah faced such a... Faced what? I'm sorry, I don't feel very well. I have to sing! Okay, sure. Are you okay? La 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 la. You could never escape self-hatred. Ira? So you would always be leaving. I can live on my own. La la la. Everyone's calling you. I'll call you back. I can't hear Ada anymore. Seems there's something related to Leah that neither she nor Thomas can bear to talk about. I wonder what happened to Leah. Must have been pretty bad if it traumatized everyone around her as well. Time to go over what I've learned. The comedy playwright, Checo, was it? The one I left a message for. I told him a really good pun. Sorry I'm not very phone-y. I'm fairly confident in my wordplay, if I say so myself. I wonder if Checo will call me back. He will. I know he will. And about Era. Era was a housekeeper at Leah's house. There we go. Flashback, flashback. I learned a lot about Leah from her. The girl with the voice of an angel. I wish I could have spoken to her. But What did Ara mean when she said Leah faced such a... Every answer just leads to more questions. Okay, the phone's ringing. Who could it be? Is it Thomas or Checo? Boom. Let's see. Oh, it's Thomas. Mary! Phew! Good, I got through. Thomas? I tried remembering by myself about Leah, the theater, and other things, but nothing clicked. Please help me, Mary. All my precious memories are slipping away. I can feel myself growing emptier inside. Let's see. Don't push it, Thomas. I found out lots of stuff about Leah. Just calm down and I'll share it with you. Leah. Please, Mary, tell me about Leah. Who was she to me? I can't remember. Thomas and Leah were... phone pals. She was your phone pal. You two often talked over the phone, right? Yeah, you're right. Leah was my phone pal. She couldn't leave the house, so I'd always talk to her over the phone. But why? Why couldn't Leah leave the house? She was an inquisitive girl, always wanted to explore the outside world. But she couldn't. Why? Why can't I remember anything about someone so important to me? There we go. Don't worry, I'll tell you. Leah couldn't leave the house because she's blind. Where's the upshot? She was blind. Her parents didn't allow her to go out because it was dangerous, right? Yeah, that's it. Leah was blind. That's why she couldn't leave the house. But she longed for the theater experience. That's why she called her theater. But what exactly did we talk about? I can't remember. Why? We were so close. Mary, what did we... It's okay, Thomas. If you two were that close, I'm sure that we'll come back to you soon. They must have talked about many different things. But I imagine they mainly spoke about... Thomas and Leah talked about... theater. Did you talk about theater? You told her lots of amazing stories about theater, didn't you? That's how she grew so fond of it. And why she dreamed of becoming an actress, or so I heard. You're right. You're exactly right. Mary, I just remembered. Every day I'd read scripts out loud for her. And over time, it drew her deeper and deeper into a whole new world. Every day I looked forward to hearing Leah's voice. It's all coming back to me now. Each and every play we talked about. Leah loved my father's plays especially. Whenever we discussed the play, I felt like I became a living, breathing part of its world. Leah could always tell how our character truly felt, even if it wasn't part of the script. Each time she'd surprise me with something new, and each time my heart would flutter a little more. Reading scripts together was so much fun. It was like she was taking me by the hand to meet these characters in the flesh. I really admired her for that. Thank you, Mary. Truly, I managed to get back some of my most precious memories. All thanks to you. Sorry about earlier, by the way. I lost myself for a minute there. Could you refresh my mind? Let's see. By the way, Thomas, do you know Ara? Let's hydrate. There we go. Ara? Oh, Leah's housekeeper, right? She answered the phone for her a couple times. Yes, that's her. She filled me in on a lot. Oh, no wonder you know so much about Leah. Color me impressed. You managed to find Ara as well. Mary, could we talk about Leah a little bit more? Sure, I'd be happy to. Could you refresh my mind? Are you okay now, Thomas? Yeah, I feel so much better now. Thank you, Mary. You helped me remember so much about Leah. I'm really glad you're here. Good to hear. Could you refresh my mind? Let's see. Angelic voice. According to Ara, Leah had the voice of an angel. She had. Yes, that's right. Her voice was as clear as crystal, and it had this comforting warmth to it. The voice of an angel. Yeah, no better way to describe it. The first time I heard her speak, honestly, I was dumbstruck. How did you first hear her? The phone in the ticket booth rang, and I just so happened to pick up. She called out of the blue? Her voice was so pretty. I'd never heard anything like it before. My jaw was on the floor. Let's see. Okay, jotted all that down. Could you refresh my mind? Okay. I heard Leah got into theater because of you. Maybe? I did read her those plays, so in a sense, that might have been the spark. But I don't think I deserve much credit. I just gave her the opportunity. She grew to love theater on her own. And I really appreciated that. I see. No one else my age was into theater, you see. Leah, though, she was amazing. She only had to hear a script once and she could perfectly recall every line. Just once? Yeah. That's why I'd read the same script twice. What for? I'd read it all out the first time. And then, since Leah would memorize it. Oh, you see now? The second time, we'd take turns picking parts for each other to act out. Oh, that's so cute! That's kind of really romantic. I like that a lot. Sounds like fun. We do those back and forths almost every day. You call that often? Yeah, almost daily. Back then I'd get excited just seeing the phone. Oh, that's so cute. That's probably one of the cutest love stories I've heard so far. Could you refresh my mind? Let's see what else. They were phone pals. I heard you two were strictly phone pals. You never really met in person? No, not even once. But I know how she looks. I saw a picture of her. Wait, where did I get a picture of her from? Could you refresh my... Okay, he doesn't know where he got that picture of her. Leah couldn't see? Yeah. That's why she relied on her hearing to experience the joys of theater. Sometimes she could hear beats of the plays coming through my end. That was enough for her. Just from those sounds alone, the world of theater blossomed in her mind. We had so much fun chatting about it. We'd sit there and listen to the plays, and come up with new plot lines or dialogue for the side characters. Sounds nice. Is there anything else you want to know? Okay, what else can we tell her? Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, Thomas, obviously you like theater. Have you ever acted in or written a play yourself? Ava said you were the one who wrote the script for Leah's play. Although she might have been mistaken. Huh? Me? Write a script? Thomas, what's wrong? Did I really write a script as well? I never wrote a script. I wasn't supposed to write a script. Thomas, are you okay? Thomas? Thomas! Mary? I'm fine. Sorry about all that. Looks like my memory's unstable, just like you said. What happened? I almost remembered something unpleasant. Unpleasant? I'm fine, Marie. Mind if I hang up for a bit? I need a breather. Of course not. Take as long as you need. I'll call you back when I feel better. Thanks for understanding, Mary. I'll talk to you later. Poor Thomas. I wonder if Thomas is okay. It sounds like he was in pain. I might have touched the nerve. Greetings once again, Mary. You're faring quite well, it seems. Hamlet! Let's see. Let's talk to the cat. Hamlet, I can say things are going well. And why is that? I may have touched the nerve with Thomas. I never wrote. I wasn't supposed to write a script. The moment I asked if he'd ever written a play himself, he suddenly sounded like he was in pain. An obvious indication that his memories are returning. Fret not, you have not deviated from protocol in the slightest. protocol? What protocol? You keep saying that, but what is it? I am referring to the steps to save Thomas, of course. Does that mean? Indeed, Thomas's soul is on the track to being saved. After all, Thomas himself wished for his memories to return, no? That's true, I suppose. You already jotted it down. How diligent. I what? That Thomas wants his memories back. I've jotted the symbol down for you. Restoring Thomas's lost memories is your top priority. You are on the track to saving him. Now go, learn more about the boy named Thomas. And with that, I shall be taking my leave. Wait! Fear not, I shall return again, Mary. He is gone. Thomas wishes for his memories to return. Well, I suppose. But then again, Thomas wants to remember Leah. Does he have to remember the scripts too? Maybe I should look into that. Oh, maybe it's the Chekhov or Checo, I forgot the name. But that guy calling. Let's see. Hola, esclavo de Rim. ¿Cómo estás? Muchas gracias por pasarte por aquí. ¿Cómo andas? Good night. Good night. Hello? Who is this? Hello, thank you for the raiders, Enemy Yoshi. I didn't even see that I was getting raided. I just saw you. Let's see. How are you? I'm doing great. Hello, hello. I see you were playing Pragmata. How was your session? Was it fun? Thank you for the raid. We have Erebus and Esclavo de Rim and Enemy Yoshi over here. Hasta ahí llega mi inglés. No te preocupes, excelentísimo inglés. 10 de 10. Y lo más importante es que te des a entender. No importa tanto si eres fluido o no. Eso no importa, eso está bien. Muchas gracias por pasarse por aquí, chicos. Me presento, soy Sila Raven. ¿Raven? ¿Qué? Se me fue. Soy Sila Lavenrose. Soy una muñeca gótica vtuber, Lolita, que le encanta jugar juegos de horror, juegos indies, horror PG, novelas visuales. Rabbit Rose. Que es no, ¿verdad? No soy Rabbit. Soy Sila Lavenrose. Rosa Lavanda. Sila Rabbit, new concept. I do have art of me as a bunny girl, though. I finally finished the game. Hell yeah! That's the spirit. Congrats on passing the game. Oh no, I'm gonna be Sila Rabbit Rose now. Maybe I should try and find a little bit of... Thank you for this follow. Congrats guys. I've never played Pragmata. I know so many people love it, but I haven't had a chance of watching a playthrough or anything yet to know it better. But it sounds so fun. Today we're playing Schrödinger's Skull. It's a visual novel and it's about saving lost souls. The world ended due to a catastrophe. The moon fell down to Earth. And now we're trying to save the souls that didn't pass through to the afterlife and are still here with regrets. Pragmata, that simulator. Is it true Pragmata makes you want to become a parent? Is that true? 50-50. I think it's more fun if we play the game offline. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. It makes you take care of a child and care for her, so for many it does. It depends. If the child's a brat, then you probably wouldn't want to take care of her anymore and you wouldn't want to be a parent. But if it's a cute, adorable child, you would be like, maybe I do want to get pregnant. No, just kidding. Out of the streams, I mean, yeah, I imagine it would be better to experience it by yourself. There are some things that are better for streaming, because you get the natural reaction and you can talk about it in chat. But there's also some games that you want to experience by yourself and feel the full impact of what you're reading and processing it on your own terms without having to worry about talking to chat or interacting. Sometimes you just want to be fully immersed, and that makes sense. Children in this economy? For real, I can't even take care of myself. I can't even feed myself. Imagine me with a child. No! Maybe I'll be able to afford a child when I'm 95 and retire. But by then it'll be too late. I don't know, just now I wanted to be a single dad. That's so fair. LOL, I said the same yesterday. Yeah, exactly. No children in this economy, unfortunately. We're too broke for that, guys. Chad and I are all super broke. Gracias por el follow, Erebus. I hope you have a lovely rest of the stream if you decide to stay. And if you want to go and rest, that's completely valid too. And thank you for stopping by. Yeah, let's continue with the game. Let's see, what were we doing? Oh, look, this is the frog who's gonna give us some hint to how we're gonna help our lost soul. His name is Checo the Great, apparently. No Checo Pérez, no se confunda con Checo Pérez. Este es un Checo diferente. Hello, hello, hello. Is this Mary? Thanks for reaching out. Yes, I'm Mary. Hello. Great, great. Just one thing I wanted to confirm with you. Sorry, who is this? What do you mean confirm? Are you the one who came up with the pun? Sorry, I'm not very phony. Oh, were you the one I left a message for? That I am. Checo the Great. At your service. Are you the one who came up with the pun? Sorry, I'm not very phony? My pun was sorry, I'm not very phony, right? It's my best work. Just as I expected. Sorry, I'm not very phony. Well, that there's a pun to be intended. Simply as someone that wanted children, even before pragmatic propaganda, children are hard to justify. It is a really complicated discourse, you know? Because there are many people I know who really wanted to be parents and they dreamed to have children. But then they were like, the economy is not okay. I don't have stability. I don't have savings. I don't own a house, so I wouldn't be able to give my child the life I think they deserve. So even though I want to have children, it's not the right time for me. And I feel that so much. I don't hate children. I like children. I'm not opposed to having children someday. But I would only have a child when I'm certain that I could be able to provide them with the life they deserve. When I have savings, when I know I can give them nice things. Maybe not necessarily material things, but I can give them a great childhood. That even on a personal level, that I myself feel good with myself, that I feel sane enough to be a parent, that I have the skills necessary, the patience, the love, all of that. Yeah. So broke, I'm seriously debating with myself if I should get a subscription or a hot dog. A Costco hot dog will never disappoint you, just saying. It's so hard even if you want, because sometimes you look at your paycheck and think, I have to feed two people with this? I can't even feed myself with it. Oh, my dad's calling me. I'm gonna let him know that I'm streaming. Give me a second. Perdón. I always say I'm either in the bathroom or gonna take a shower or I'm calling a friend. Voy al baño. Te hablo al rato. He must have think I have explosive diarrhea or something by now because I always say I'm in the bathroom because he doesn't know I'm streaming. Costco hot dogs are so pog. $1.50 for a beef hot dog and a soda. Dreamy. For real. And then the Costco CEO said he would not change the price for as long as he lived. And I'm like, those are goals. That's an icon right there. The pizza is really good too. I like the pizza. Chat, don't kill me for this, but I don't like the Costco hot dog. I'm not a hot dog kind of person. I remember that when I went to Costco back in Mexico, they used to have a really good provolone cheese and herbs and spices chicken sandwich. And that was what I would always get. It was so good. But if they don't have that, I used to like the chicken bake. I know it's a classic choice. I really like chicken bakes as well. They're yummy. A little bit of everything too. Don't gotta like it for it to be food. Yeah, sometimes when you're broke like me, you don't get to you don't get to be very picky about the food you eat. I've been eating a lot of rice and beans and even lentils sometimes, canned tomatoes. It's okay if you use the stuff you have on hand, if it's affordable. As long as you keep yourself healthy and fed, you're doing great. You don't need to eat like a millionaire to be able to say you have a good meal. I got a chicken bake last week. I have Costco like 5 minutes walk. I'm so jealous. I miss Costco. The nearest Costco to my location is 4 hours away in car. Can you believe it? I miss Costco so much. But yeah, that's one of the things of living in a tiny town. You don't get to have those fun amenities. Damn indeed. I used to go to Costco with my dad every week when I lived in Mexico. It was one of my fun memories. There's nothing like boiling beans and serving them with chopped tomatoes and serrano for a light, delicious bean soup. I would make mine like sometimes I would make bean soup and add a little bit of sour cream and cheese, banger choice, or mix it with rice, or you can also, what else do I do? You can mash it up and do enfrijoladas. Either de pollo, de queso, de lo que quieran. Enfrijoladas son deliciosas. But the point is, you can do anything with beans. They're super versatile. They're amazing. I know of people who have even done brownies with black beans. And that's incredible. I'm not sure how it would work taste-wise. But I don't think it would be too bad if you put like dark cocoa and everything. Creo que mi abuela le dice frijoles charros. Yeah, or frijoles. I like frijoles charros a lot. Some bacon, some chili. Really yummy. Mashed beans are great sides for your morning scrambled eggs. Yeah, that too. Frijoles refritos con huevo, tu tortilla. Delicia, delicia, delicia. Man, guys, I'm getting hungry again, and I ate like 2 hours ago. I didn't buy so many things this week on my grocery list, so I used all the canned stuff I had and make a really lame coconut butter chicken. And it was good. It is really yummy. I used my leftover rice and beans, actually. So it was like butter chicken with rice and beans. A really fulfilling meal. I usually eat like 2 chicken thighs, but this time I was like 1 plus the rice and beans. I was super, super full. Human body is designed to eat every 3 hours, so you're okay, but it depends on the size of your meal. Like, it's not the same if you eat 3 pieces of fruit that if you go and eat nachos. I don't know. You can make bean brownies, and supposedly the taste is nothing like beans because it gets masked well. I imagine it would. You would have to mash them really, really nicely so the little fibers, the coating of the bean, wouldn't be a problem texture-wise, but I could see it working. I make a tofu mousse, a tofu chocolate mousse, and it's really good. I'm not gonna say it tastes 100% like a regular chocolate mousse, but it tastes good. It tastes sweet, it tastes nice, it tastes chocolatey, which is all you would want in a chocolate mousse, really. I have never heard of bean brownies until now. There's a creator I follow on Facebook, and his name is Liam Layton, and he likes to share healthy recipes, but not that kind of fitness influencer kind of lame recipes. He shares really, really nice recipes, affordable recipes if you're broke too, or just fun stuff to do if you want to be healthier on a budget or you don't like vegetables. He shares a lot of that advice as well. I've never had tofu. Is it tasty? See, the thing about tofu is that it doesn't have that much of a flavor. It tastes entirely as whatever seasoning or sauces you put into it. So it's a really good thing to eat with other things. You can eat it with any sauce you want. Soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, sweet chili sauce, and it will work. So, and then texture-wise, you can do a lot with it too. There are different types. There's the soft tofu, the firm tofu, the silken tofu. So you can play with the texture as well if you're like me, and sometimes you eat based on the texture. Liam is great. In YouTube, he goes by the Plant Slant. I think that's his Facebook handle as well. He's on TikTok too. Y'all are making me hungry with this food talk. Oh yeah, here's Sila 101. I will talk about food a lot. Many of my conversations will get derailed into food talks. I just love food so much. If you didn't know me beforehand, I also like cooking and baking. I bake my own sourdough breads. If you don't know what sourdough is, en español se llama masa madre. Hago mis propias hogazas de pan de masa madre. Postres. Hago panes de todo tipo. Bollitos. Easy. Interesting. This is the place to get hungry. Yes, we can all get hungry together. It's really fun. Conchitas, he hecho conchitas. Sí, he hecho conchitas. Déjame ver. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I have them on hand. If I have a picture of the conchas that I made. I have hecho pan de muerto. If you're Mexican. Rosca de Reyes también. Let's see. Where did I do them? I don't think they're here. But let's see if this one. And starve together too. Yeah, we can all starve together, guys. I can't find the photo of my conchitas, but I will show, if I find them, I promise. I can show you a few pictures. I'm gonna save the pictures on my PC and show you. Let me see. Oh, that's huge. That's gigantic. That's a crepe cake I made. A matcha crepe cake with whipped cream and fresh fruit that I made when I was hungry and after exams from college. And I was really hungry. I was like, yeah, let's make some crepes. Let's see. What's the next thing I can show you? Those are nice crepes. They were really tasty indeed. Oh no, there we go. Muy bonito. Gracias. Gracias por pasarte short también. And next we have... I made brookies. If you don't know what a brookie is, it's like a weird combination between a cookie and a brownie. And they're absolutely delicious. It's like the best of both worlds. If you like Hannah Montana, because it's the best of both worlds. What else? Next in Sila's Bakery, we have sourdough bread. Where did I put it down? What else have I made? Oh, I can show you my Rosca de Reyes. It's been a while since Hannah Montana. I used to watch it as a child, not very often, since my parents thought it was a very grown-up show for me, but I would watch Hannah Montana too. This is the Rosca de Reyes I made. I didn't have ate or for the nice green and red traditional color parts, but I made one with a sugar. It's kind of the same crust you would use for a concha. And I made a vanilla and chocolate crust for my Rosca de Reyes. It was super yummy. Chale, nunca puedo hacer la referencia porque sí va años luz más rápido que yo. Mi cerebro va a 3,000 millones de kilómetros por hora, Let's see. I think you will do great on your first Just Chatting streams. You have a lot of things to share. That's a nice way of saying Sila doesn't ever shut up, so she can just keep chatting for a while. And that's very honest. Let's see. What else? Esa rosca se ve perfecta. Thank you, guys. And this is a really bad picture of the pan de muerto I baked. I think it was last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. Imagine tomorrow that it's just a chatting stream. Tomorrow is gonna be so fun and you will be there. That's a threat. Just kidding. Wait, no, I mean it as you do a lot of cool things. Yeah, I do cool things. I do sometimes. I love eating Mexican food, but I'm not in Mexico, so I need to make do with what I've got, and I need to make my own Mexican food. So that's why I started baking as well. What else? I want to find the picture of my conchitas, but they're on my phone, and that's what I'm using for the bridger and everything, so I can show you right now. And oh, this one's gonna be the last one I'm gonna show you for now before I get way too sidetracked. But this is a pig in a blanket. It's a sausage wrapped in pastry or bread, and it's super, super yummy. It's a really nice snack. The restaurant I work with has a beer cheese sauce, so I got some beer cheese sauce to dip on the side, and it was super delicious. It was like a snack for when you watch a movie or a game or whatever you're doing at the moment. It works really well. And I'm gonna make one last attempt to see if I can find my conchas. I don't remember. No, it wasn't there. Beer what now? It's beer cheese sauce. I don't know the exact recipe. I've seen it in the recipe book at some point when I was bored at work. But it's got some lager beer or whatever the cheapest beer is, really. It doesn't matter. Some American cheese, some cheddar cheese, a little bit of... What else did it have? I think it had a slight bit of cream cheese too. It's so delicious. It tastes so indulgent like cheddar and beer. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. It sounds tasty as hell. It is! There's a burger we have that it's the patty caramelized onions, the beer cheese sauce. It comes as well with some... What was it? It was a compote. Let me see if I can find the description of the burger. I'll tell you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna share the description of the burger with you. It's house-made beef patty, crispy pork belly, golden fried onion, and a tableside pour of rich beer cheese sauce. It is finished with apple jalapeno, slaw, and garlic aioli for the perfect bite. And I'll show you a picture of how it looks. This is one burger I had last year. And that's the beer cheese sauce, which is amazing, and that's the burger. And I had to go with a friend to finish it off. It's because it was so much. It's super filling. It's tasty as hell, but it's way too much for one person to finish. Because it also comes with fries on the side, you know? So it's a lot, but it's super yummy. Oh no, I ran out of the pre-rolls. So we're gonna go on a little tiny short break of 3 minutes so I can go and replenish my water, go to the bathroom, and try and find my conchas. And after the 3-minute ad break, we will be back with more Schrödinger's call. If you have your subscription, then I'll just ramble about dumb things so the other people don't miss anything at all. So there we go. We'll be back. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there we go. I think yeah, it started. So I'm gonna tell you my story. Once when I was a little girl. Nah, just kidding, just kidding. Have you ever had poutine? I think poutine, before I came to Canada, I never had poutine in my life. I didn't know what poutine was. And then on my school's cafeteria, when I was in college on the cafeteria, they had a really basic poutine. It was just the traditional fries. It was homemade fries. And then what kind of gravy was it? I think it was bone broth gravy and cheese curds. And it was super simple. That's all it was. It was just those three things. But it was incredibly delicious. So every time I felt bad or I was depressed about an exam, I would go and I would eat poutine. It's a miracle that I'm not super fat right now, right? I used to eat poutine like every 2 weeks or so. So I made it a mission that I would try so many new and different poutines. Because, you know, it's kind of the only thing Canada has going for food. They don't really, it's like America. They don't have a specific food they're really, really known for that's theirs. Aside from poutine. So I've tried all kinds of poutines. I've had butter chicken poutine in an Indian restaurant, which was really amazing. It's delicious. I've had a lamb, garlic, and rosemary poutine, which is amazing too. It's so fresh and herby. I've had a goat cheese poutine, and it comes with duck, I think. It's a duck goat cheese poutine. And I've also had brisket poutine, barbecue brisket poutine, which, you know, epic as well. But how many poutines have I had? I used to have a list of all the poutines I ever ate. And if you haven't noticed, I really love food. It's my thing in life. Give me a second, I need to blow my nose. I can breathe. There we go. Now we can keep talking about poutine. What else? Another thing that I hadn't tried before Canada, because, you know, back when I lived in Mexico, there wasn't a lot of variety gastronomy wise, and it's not because there isn't any in Mexico, it's because I didn't go out much, so I wasn't exposed to all the culture, all the multicultural areas, mainly in Mexico City. But when I got here, I tried a drink called mango lassi, which is yogurt and mango and rose water and cardamom, I think. And it tastes delicious. It's like a really fresh and aromatic mango milkshake. Well, mango yogurt smoothie. And it's one of my favorite drinks. It's super rich, super tasty. I definitely would recommend it. Oh, everyone's here. Everyone's back. There we go. And that was my 3-minute speech about poutine. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the Just Chatting, where I only talk about the foods I like and we stream for 10 hours or something. That would be something, wouldn't it? Let's go back to Schrödinger's skull. Mary, only a wordsmith of your caliber could have spun it, I reckon. Means my hunch was right on the money. Thank you? Mary, lay another one-liner on me. Just one good pun is all I'm asking. I'm begging on my knees here, Mary. I'm begging you. So put your loving hand out, baby. Slack my yaw one more time and make me say this punster is unstoppable. Oh no, this guy that likes dad jokes. Alright then. Let's give him another pun. I have another pun. Hit me! I can't recall any good ones. No doubt about it. You're a legend, Mary. I'm in such awe I could cry. You must have been a comedy writer yourself before the moon fell. It wasn't that good. It was like an average pun. I wouldn't say it was a great pun. I, too, was a humble merchant of chuckles once upon a time. I can tell you and I are cut from the same cloth. Should I be flattered? I don't feel like that's a compliment. All right, Mary, let's begin the conversations. ¿Qué hace una vaca en el escenario? No sé, ¿qué hace una vaca? Va a cantar. Eso está graciosa. I don't want to talk about pawns. Please don't make me talk about pawns. Could I ask? What's that? You want a pawn from me? Inquisitive today, aren't you, Mary? Not that. Do you know a boy named Thomas? Who cares? Let's talk pawns instead. The cornerstone of comedy. Great pawns make great playwrights. Trying to play off your ignorance like that. Why are you so nonchalant about your non-talent? No, stop! Please, don't attack me with the terrible puns. Anyway, about Thomas. Ugh, Thomas this, Thomas that. Put a sock on it. Yes, of course I know Thomas. I can tell you everything about him. And I can make it a pun to boot. Okay, I want to know more about him. Without the puns, please. So bad they're good. No! What's that? You want more puns out of little old me? No, we don't! Say, do you know anything about Leah? Oh, Leah? Leah. That rings a bell. Aha! The thing you pull to open a trapdoor. That's a lever. A monkey with a black and white tail. That's a lemur. Then what, pray tell, is a Leah? I need more information. Who or what is a Leah? Checo seems to know about Leah. Do I have anything to jog his memory? Let's see. Angelic voice might be the one. Could I ask about Leah again? I heard she had a beautiful voice. Oh, for sure! It was extraordinary! Oh, of course I know her, the blind girl, right? You knew? Yeah, sure I knew. Can't count how many calls I took for him. Pipes like that on one so young. That girl's voice was too pretty for her own good. Too pretty? How are punchlines ever going to land with that, eh? Oh, he's Canadian, I see. But with her voice. When I picture her acting in a tragedy like what Thomas's old man wrote. What then? If Leah had performed one of Thomas's old man's scripts, it would have gone down in history. What's that? You want more puns out of little old me? No. Let's see. Could I ask about Leah again? I've heard that she was Thomas's phone pal. That they were. That lad always had a smile on his face while they chatted. What? Let's see. Oh, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, so we have to ask about puns, I guess. Just asking, why do you love puns so much? Ya regresé, bienvenida de vuelta, Pablin. Gotta be well versed in the art of wordplay to squeeze laughs out of an audience. Thank you for the pat. Comedy hunts for clever puns, while tragedy preys on human misfortune. That's why tragedy writers are all hacks, like Thomas's old man. Oh, look at me. I make suffering entertaining. I write masterpieces that leave masses in tears. Phew, on his masterpieces. So he knows Thomas's father. It seems like Checo knew Thomas's father. Let's see. Did you know Thomas's father too? Of course I did. Man soared up the sales charts like a bird and built a whole theater with the cash. All he did was make people cry, yet he sat happy on his high horse in his own darn theater. It's even got his name plastered all over it. How's that fair? Ugh. What gives him the right? He was just like me back in the old days. Oh, did you know him back then? Ha! Did I? I didn't just know him. We were the best of friends. Oh, this is very personal to you then? Don't I know it? Everything changed the second he got famous. How so? We went from best friends to co-workers. He became the theater owner and I punched tickets. That sounds less like co-workers and more like... We worked alongside each other, okay? Poor guy. Imagine working and being just a lowly employee for your friend, for someone you used to be besties with. That would be kind of sad. I wore the finest clothing, punched the finest tickets, with the finest hole punch. Though I admit Thomas's old man prepared it all. Took great pride in that theater he did. Even us ticket punchers had top-notch uniforms. Regardless, I'm the one who taught Thomas the art of ticket punching. You did? For sure, we worked the ticket booth together. Taught him everything I knew. What's that? Okay, let's see. Thomas the understudy. You said you worked with Thomas? That's right. Len and I worked the ticket booth together. At Thomas's old man's theater, of course. You could say Thomas and I were co-workers. Ah, I see. Thomas, the lad, wanted to be a playwright greater than his old man even. He manned the booth during the day, watched plays from the wings in the evenings. Then stayed up all night practicing his script writing. Then when did he sleep? I'm worried about Thomas. How is he still alive? Poor guy. Wow. Yeah, hardest worker I'd ever seen. His passion for theater ran real deep. What were his scripts like? Well, in terms of puns, he might have given me a run for my money. No, not that. I'm more curious to know what the stories were about. He let me read a script of his once. It was, how do I put this? Not something you'd think a child wrote. What was it about? In short, the overarching theme was self-hatred. Everyone's got self-hatred, but the emotions most folks want to avoid. He tackled them head on. While I was laying in bed, dreaming up puns, Thomas slaved away at his desk, weaving stories all night long. I see. What's that? Okay. Do you happen to have self-hatred inside? Of course I do, isn't it obvious? Yes, of course. I have it. To prove it, I can't remember Thomas's old man's name. Huh? I can't know. I just don't want to remember. Throughout my life, I'd always compare myself to him. I felt jealous and insignificant. Oh, poor guy. Mary. Yes? Why? Why didn't my plays sell? They're filled with puns by Checo the Great. Everyone loves puns, don't they? Do you like puns, Mary? I'd say I like them. Then why didn't my play sell? I wanted to be popular too. No, not just popular. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to unveil a new play alongside Thomas's old man. Checo the Great deserved to have adoring fans. To get asked for autographs. To get the interviews and ride his high horse into the sunset. To put out a self-help book. Those are really interesting goals, but okay, who am I to judge, honestly? I even had that title prepared. Trounce Your Rivals, 101 Ways to Sell Your Comedy. I'd do anything to be famous. I'd even write tragedies if I had to, darn. Wasn't that a Fall Out Boy song? Or was it a Panic at the Disco song? It could have been either. Why couldn't I be famous? Why? I just wanted to get filthy rich and marry a pretty actress. I see. Are you okay? Oof. Glad I got that off my chest. That's nice. Checo remembers Leah and Thomas. Maybe he knows about their calls. Did I miss something? Okay, there we go. Apparently, Thomas promised Leah that he'd make her a lead actress. Do you know anything about that? Now that I think about it, yeah. Thomas came to me for advice once. Said he'd promised to make her a star but hadn't the means. Them future bigwigs sure love spinning larger-than-life tales. Lucky for him, his old man was already a world-famous playwright. So here's what I told him. Go ask your old man, or thereabouts. He said he didn't know how, so I coached him up on the wording too. I want Leah to star in one of your plays, father. And so off he went. How did it turn out? Went off without a hitch, believe it or not. Thomas worked up the courage to ask his old man. Then, almost overnight, Leah got cast in the leading role. Wow, that's amazing. Sure was. There we go. There we go. Thomas was over the moon when Leah got the part. But what happened to the script? What do you mean? Oh, it's just my guts telling me they butted heads over it. Can't put my finger on it though. Come to think about it, what happened to the script for Leah's play? There we go. Can I ask about Leah's play? The script specifically. Did Thomas write it? Well, both Thomas and his man said they wrote one, but the old man was never one to share credit. Are you sure you remember correctly? Of course I do. I recall enough to play them both in a one-man show. The scene opens with Thomas peering up like so. You don't have to perform it. Both Thomas and his father wrote scripts for Leah's play. I'm pretty sure Ava said the same. Interesting. Okay, wrote that down. After that, Thomas started wasting away right before our eyes. I couldn't bear to watch. Huh? What do you mean by that? Thomas got caught up in his own tragedy. Poor lad was too sensitive to write sad stories like that. Those who write tragedies end up in one. Caught up in tragedy? What do you mean? Thomas's face. I can't forget it. Checo? Thomas got thinner and thinner, day after day. And all I could do was watch. Even so, he just kept on writing. Checo, is something wrong? For some reason, my heart feels heavy. Mary, so much is coming back so quick. I'm tired. The puns aren't coming to me. Can we continue this later? Are you okay? I just need to catch my breath. Sorry, but I have to go. So what happened to Thomas? He was feeling so... He worked himself to the bone and then he ended up probably getting into an accident because of his health, most likely. That's what I think happened to him, at least. I understand. Goodbye for now, Checo. Let's see. Thomas asked his father to put Leah in the lead role. He said yes, and Leah got the part. Everything was going fine. But then Thomas wasted away? What did Checo mean by that? I'm not gonna read the flashbacks just so it's easier for my throat. What happened to Thomas? Should I tell him about this? I think we should. We should tell him the truth. What to do? Let's see if I can talk to him directly. It was 8052. Let's see. Hamlet's not coming back. Okay, we do need to do this. I found that Thomas asked his father to make Leah an actress. But should I tell him? Thomas said he wants to remember. Why was that again? He wanted to remember Leah. That's right, his unfinished call. Thomas wants to know what I couldn't hear in his unfinished call. The final... Oh, you got the super boobs toggle? Did it work? There we go. Dan 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 dan. I'm not sure if there's a couple of things that aren't working right now. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try on redeeming some things because I'm not sure if they're showing appropriately. Let's see. Okay, the cheese works. And... oh, interesting. Oh, what am I doing? I'm accidentally refreshing things. But I don't think the super boobs one worked, did it? Maybe I just refreshed it on the wrong time. Let's see. Oh yeah, it works, it works. All good. I was wondering if I was going crazy, but no, it's fine. The final call of his life. Leah, I know. I did something horrible to you. That's why you won't say anything. Still. He's so quiet I can barely hear him. Okay, yeah, that's what happened. Thomas wants to know what happened next. Let's call him. There we go. It's 8052. Perfect. Which was the blush toggle? Why can't I... oh, there we go. Perfect. Mary! Sorry for losing my mind earlier. Are you okay? Have a good night, you all. Take care. Goodbye, David. Thank you for stopping by. That break was just what I needed. Glad to hear. I want to get my memories back as soon as possible. Lovely catching you for once. Been trying for a while. I'm so glad you... oh, I turned this... I'm so glad you got here. I hope you will be able to catch more streams if you like this one. I'm always happy to see you guys over here, you know? I'm very happy when you guys keep me company. Let's see. I found something new. Do you want to know? You did? Yes, please tell me. I want to remember everything and fast. Okay. Please tell me everything, Mary. Say, why are you so eager to remember? Because I want to know the last part of the call you told me about. My unfinished call, right? Yeah, you seem very cool. Thank you. I like hearing that. Take care, y'all. Bye. If I get my memories back, you can tell me what happened then. Leah and I were really close. I considered her my best friend, and I'm sure she felt that way about me too. Best friend? I'm sure if I tried that hard to reach her, she would have answered me. Don't you think? Leah would always answer me, right? I think so. If the last thing Leah said was really, really important, or even if it was a bad joke, not knowing just, I don't know, hurts. Please tell me everything, Mary. Oh no, I put the same word. I didn't mean to click that. My bad. There we go. Let's see. Apparently you and your father each wrote your own scripts for Leah. Huh? But writing scripts was father's job. Me write? What good would that do? Hey, don't say that. But it's true. Compared to father's, mine were worthless. Besides, I'm not allowed to write scripts anymore. Huh? Wait, why would father write a script for Leah in the first place? Mary, do you know? I know I'm getting close. Let's see. Thomas, you asked your father for a favor. You wanted him to make a play starring Leah. What? I asked father for a favor? Yes, you did. For Leah's sake, from the bottom of your heart. Do you remember? Oh yeah, father, he was always so busy. I hardly ever saw him, but I called him up and asked. Mary, what happened after that? I know I'm getting close. Let's see. You kept your promise. Leah got the starring role. Preparations for the play were well underway, no? You had nothing to feel guilty about. I kept my promise? Yes, you promised to make Leah an actress, and that's what you did. No, you're wrong. Huh? But didn't she get the part? Not that, the whole play. The play was never performed. I broke my promise. Only because the moon fell. That's not your fault, Thomas. No, you're wrong, Mary. That's not it. I broke my promise. I ruined Leah's dream. How could I forget? Leah, I have to call her. It should go through. Today's the day, Leah. We can finally talk again. Leah, Leah, say something. I know you're there. Leah! Thomas? Thomas, what's wrong? Thomas! It's no use. The line's dead. Oh no. What did he do? What did Thomas do? I wonder. Did Thomas get some of his memories back? He seemed really upset. I hope he's okay. Oh, we have another call. The phone's ringing. Wait, could it be... I'm thinking it's gotta be the housekeeper. Let's see if it's the housekeeper. Good news, Leah. Oh yeah, it's the past. You're going to be an actress. Father wants to create a new play with you as the lead. He truly believes in your talent. He said you're going to be famous one day. So he wants you to come visit. Don't worry, you'll be in good hands. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Kirinami. How are you today? Father's writing the script himself. He'll make you shine like a star. Father and I will be waiting for you at the theater. It's fine, Leah. Take as long as you need. I'll wait for your answer, however long it takes. Oh no, Leah, I know. I did something terrible to you. That's why you won't say anything to me, isn't it? I can hear Thomas so much better now. There are still some muffled parts here and there, but I think I get what he's trying to say. You're still mad at me, aren't you? Oh, you didn't... That. Oh no, I know you're... So you'll never pick up again. I think she must have lost her voice. Something happened and she lost her voice, and that's why she never was able to perform. Even though I know I'll never get through to you. I can't help it. I still keep trying to call. I keep talking into this silent phone over and over again. She'll never pick up again? What's going on? Is Leah not even on the phone? Leah, please. I want you to pick up. Please. Leah. Yeah, I think she was... Thomas's call was never connected all along. And then just like that, the moon fell? Oh, so he didn't even get to call her. That's interesting. Very interesting. Oh, that's so sad. He didn't even get to talk to her. What was that all about? It wasn't that Leah refused to say anything. She never picked up at all? Intriguing. Quite the plot twist, no? To think that Thomas's unfinished call never connected in the first place. Hamlet. Was he just talking to himself the whole time? Indeed. A tragic monologue, one might call it. Does that even count as an unfinished call? It does, so long as the desire to connect remains. The desire to connect? I should jot this down. There we go. That's so sad. He never even got to talk to Leah one last time. Leah never picked up, not even once. What should I do now? I want to figure out what happened before talking to Thomas. But who would know about it? Thomas's unfinished call. Aww. Poor Thomas. Why would anyone be on the phone with no one on the other side? What made Thomas do that? Why not ask him yourself? I'm scared to face him. I think I'd rather find out what happened first. Let's see. Should I call someone or just talk to the cat? In this case, I dare say actions speak louder than thoughts. Perhaps you should ask someone familiar with the situation. Who could possibly... Now, calm down. Why is it that Leah did not answer the phone? Why not ask someone who might hold the answer? Oh yeah, so we have to call the lady, the Ara, I think. Yeah, Ara. Let's call Ara at 1276. 1, 2, 7, 6. Let's see. I wonder what happens if you try to call a number that we haven't registered yet. It would be interesting. Enough already, Thomas. We have to forget about Leah. Oh, Leah died. She most likely died in an accident. What? Ara, it's me, Mary. Oh, it's just you, Mary. Sorry, I just assumed. What was that about? You sounded like you were in pain. Oh, it's nothing. It's just, well, everything's back. Back? What is? My memories, they've come back. You remember now? Yes, that's why for a second I thought it was Thomas calling. They assumed it was Thomas calling. Why did you assume it was him? Because before the moon fell, Thomas called the house more times than I can count. That's why, well, when I heard the phone ring, I just assumed it was him. Huh? Did he have business with you, Ara? Pardon? Oh, no, you have the wrong idea, Mary. Thomas wasn't trying to get a hold of me. He wanted to speak to Leah. But by that point, Leah wouldn't have picked up anyway. So I began to ignore the phone. It kept ringing all throughout the house, over and over and over. After a while, I couldn't take it anymore and went out on walks before he'd call. I know it sounds creepy, but please don't blame Thomas. It's not his fault. Did he do that on the day the moon fell too? I'm sure he did. Oh, I see. Oh, yes, that explains why, when the moon came roaring down, the house phone was ringing the whole time. Mary, I'm sure you're keen to ask. Why didn't Leah pick up the phone? No? Yes. Okay, I'll tell you. You see, about a year before the moon fell, Leah ran away from home. All we had left of her was a single note. Poor girl went out on her own. That was the one thing she promised her parents she'd never do. But there was somewhere she just had to go, apparently. I'm sure I don't need to spell it out for you. Was it the theater? Yes, she had her heart set on the theater, but not to attend a play or rehearse for one. It was to be with Thomas, no doubt. To see Thomas? Yes. Unfortunately for all her courage, she was still a blind young girl going into town for the first time alone. She might have gotten lost. Maybe slipped and fallen into a ditch. Who's to say? All I know is she never made it to the theater. No one knows where she went. Leah went missing. We didn't realize she was gone until hours after the fact. We turned the town upside down looking for her. Combed every nook and cranny, from the town square to the outskirt ruins. Up the mountains, through the forests, down the rivers, everywhere. We walked day and night, calling out, "Leah! Leah!" Almost like we were singing. Everyone searched high and low. We spared no effort, but we never found her. A year passed. The moon fell, and that was it, the end. Is that the burden you're carrying, Era? Burden? I suppose it is, yes. All of it at this point. The fact that Leah never came to me about going to the theater. How I didn't spot her the day she left. How long it took me to realize she was gone. How I couldn't find her. The more I looked for her, the more I knew Leah was gone. Having hope just made it hurt all the more. Perhaps that explains it, why when you spoke earlier, Mary, the first thing that came to mind was a phone that wouldn't stop ringing. It was Thomas calling. I was too scared to face the music and pretended not to notice. But surely there was at least something I could have said to him. And yet I ignored it for a whole year. Era, sorry for bringing this all up. I'm not sure if I can find the right words, but I'll tell Thomas for you. But don't worry, it'll be okay, I think. Really? Then I leave it in your hands, Mary. Okay. Oh, that's so sad. She disappeared. I'm holding you to that promise, Mary. Make Thomas smile again. I'm sure that's what Leah would want. Leah, she'd often say that. She loves Thomas's scripts. I think she would have wanted a different ending. She wouldn't want to see him hurting. So please, Mary, help Thomas. I will. Trust me. I do, Mary. Thank you, Era. You've been a great help. I should be the one thanking you. I'm really glad you listened. I'm going to give Thomas a call. Please do, Mary. Please help him. Oh, did she cross over? I think she crossed over to the light. She's finally at peace. She let go of her regrets. That's really sweet. I'm glad she did. But wow, that was a really bad. That's a really sad thing. So she died because she couldn't live on. She couldn't survive on her own as a blind girl who had never gone outside. That's kind of really tragic. I had no idea that Leah went missing before the moon fell. Thomas's unfinished call never went through because Leah was already gone. That's really sad. And on this page too. Oh, these are Era's words. Make Thomas smile again. Thanks to Era, I'm starting to see the full picture now. I'd better call Thomas to make sure her wish comes true. I still can't believe Hamlet ditched me again. That's normal now, isn't it? No point worrying each and every time. Let's talk to him. Let's see. Oh, it's the frog this time. Hello, Mary. Oh, hello, Checo. Glad I got through. I'm sorry, I actually need to call Thomas right now. Oh, perfect timing then. How so? I've got a teensy little favor to ask. Mind lending an ear? Yeah, let's listen. Okay, I'll listen. Great, much obliged, Mary. So what is it? It's about Thomas, actually. You see, Mary, I hold Thomas in high esteem. You mean you respect him? Very much so. Especially as a playwright. You couldn't find a harder worker. His pen never stopped, come rain or shine. Didn't matter who was watching. Even if a living legend rejected his work. Even if he was shown the canyon separating them. No matter how hopeless things got. Thomas's pen kept moving, unlike yours truly. Checo? I told you about Thomas's old man, didn't I? You did. He was a world-famous playwright. World-famous indeed. That man's plays were perfect in every way. So he demanded perfection out of his own work, and doubly so of those around him. Even as a young lad, I hated being compared to him. Hated watching his plays too. The gap between us was just too painfully obvious. Obvious and overwhelming. I was an ant compared to him. What's the point of putting pen to paper if the result's not perfect? I recall thinking to myself, never been able to finish writing a play since. Even when a surefire pawn came to me while my pen was in hand, the next part never came. I'd write, erase again, till the point I'd long forgotten what I wanted to write in the first place. After a while, it just became too exhausting. Got too tired to create much of anything. But not Thomas, no. Even with his old man's blinding talent shoved in his face, despite living and breathing in his shadow, his spirit never broke. He kept writing no matter what. It was awe-inspiring. And he was still just a lad. I see. But then something did break him. Poor lad was suffering. His haggard face is carved into my memory. Won't go away either. He was in rough shape, to say the least. Falling to pieces, cheeks always wet with tears. Checo, have your memories? My memories? Ha! Couldn't care less at this point. There are still more holes than I'd prefer. Can't even tell if Thomas's haggard face was real or just a figment of my imagination. But the lad was hurting, that much I know. The way things are, I don't think I'd pass on even if I died. Checo, could you find a way to help the lad, Mary? If anyone needs a helping hand, it's him. Okay. Don't worry, I'll help Thomas. Oh, he's also disappearing. Really? You will? Thank you, and sorry. You've got enough on your plate, SS. Now the puns might start flowing again. How about time I picked myself up by the bootstraps? Lines from Thomas's play came back to me as if it were. What lines? Dreams only end when they come true. Such a beautiful line. Perfect for Leah too. How I wish that just once I got to see them take the stage together. Mine too. My dream won't end until I see it through. Checo, whoa, who turned on the waterworks? Mary, will you take care of Thomas? Okay, I will. Thank you, Mary. I'll talk to Thomas. I'm counting on you, Mary. Oh, that's sad. So Thomas was getting heartbroken because he never got to be with Leah. And he never got to watch her again. That's really unfortunate. And I wonder, yeah, of course, I think it's very implicit that Leah did die, but I'm gonna imagine that they eventually would have found their way to each other. I did start to tear up, damn, it is so sad. Checo was worried sick. Thomas must mean a lot to him. Oh, this is a star-crossed lovers episode, and it's really sad. Let's see. Era told me after Leah went missing. She disappeared, and he kept calling for her in case she would ever come back, even if he knew deep down that she was gone. That's so sad. What was the number? 8052. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, I can't even have the option to call. Checo can't remember much at all, but he still cared so much about Thomas. He must have been really worried. Yeah, poor guy. That's so sad. The way things are, I don't think I'd pass on even if I died. Yeah. I want to help Checo. Okay, now we can go. I don't know if I can do anything, but at the very least I can listen to him. 8052, I think was the number. I think so, yeah. There we go, let's see. Hello? Hello, Thomas. Mary, did you find anything? I know what you're so desperate to find out. I heard every word of the final call of your life. Leah. I knew you wouldn't pick up, but I still keep trying to reach you. The day the moon fell, you called Leah's house, but she didn't answer. The phone kept ringing. You kept talking to Leah, but she never picked up. I already remember that. I wanted to talk to Leah, but for some reason she refused to answer me. What I can't remember is why. I found that out too. You did? Tell me, please. Was it my fault? Did I do something wrong? I just don't know if I should tell you. Tell me, please, you have to. If you don't know, I can't pass on. Please, Mary, tell me. Did something happen to Leah? Why did she stop answering my calls? Well, I will tell him the truth. He deserves that much. Thomas, truth is, Leah ran away from home and went missing. You called her house every day in hopes she'd come back. She never answered. The phone kept ringing, but you kept talking to her. In the end, she never once came back, and the moon fell. That's what you forgot. Oh no. What? Leah never picked up? I was talking to myself the whole time? She ran away from home? And I knew? Did she run away because of me? No, that can't be right. Because if what you're saying is true and Leah ran because of me, who am I? Thomas? Yeah, I was wrong about everything. It's my fault Leah ended up like that. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. Mary, I was a horrible person. I regret everything. If only I hadn't answered her call at the ticket booth that day. If Checo had picked up instead of me. I don't think he'd have listened like I did. He'd just have hung up. That way, I'd never have met her. And if we'd never met, Leah never would have wanted to be an actress. Thomas? I'd have never let her down. She'd never have left home and gone missing. Thomas! Thomas is in so much pain right now, worse than ever. Mary, this is exactly what happened with Lucy. Thomas is caught in an endless thought spiral. You have tugged upon memories that ought not to have been touched. Does that mean this is just like with Lucy? I have to choose words that touch Thomas's soul, right? Indeed, words filled with the utmost empathy for Thomas. Okay, I've got just the words. I know it'll work this time. Here I go. I hope I don't screw up this time. This time I would feel really, really badly if I messed up. Let's see. What I have to do is choose words that'll touch Thomas' soul and break the cycle. Otherwise, he'll be trapped in his negative spiral forever. Okay. I want to... I want to see accept you. Thomas, I want to understand who you are. Me? Why bothers? Leah's all that matters. Uh-oh, fuck, I fucked up. Okay, so I have to redo it again. That's good. I want to save you both, you and Leah. Mary, you're thinking about Leah too? Not just me? Really? Okay, there we go. Yes, I am, so please, I want to hear all about the two of you. But I couldn't do anything for her. I don't think that's true. After all, without you, Leah never would have learned. How wonderful the outside world. You taught Leah how wonderful the outside world is. The outside world is wonderful. Of course, it has theaters, where anyone can become anything they dream of. I promised her we would build a stage together. She had so much talent, and her voice, huh? I can't remember. Why can't I? My head! I can't remember her voice! Thomas, please, calm down. Someone's yelling at me. Their voice is ringing in my ears. I'm scared. Help me. It's alright, Thomas. You haven't forgotten. You told me yourself, right? About Leah's voice. An angelic voice. Oh, yeah. I had never heard a heavenly voice like hers before. I couldn't believe it the first time. Right, the first time, but we never actually met. Oh yeah, now I remember. Her parents wouldn't let her go outside. But if that's true, then how? How did Leah and I get to know each other? I can't remember at all. Thomas, you're the one who told me about the day you and Leah first connected. Where is it? There we go. Phone pals? What are you talking about? Are you saying that's how we first met? Uh-oh, that wasn't it? Okay. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Leah called the theater. Leah called the theater. There we go. Oh yeah, it was. I remember now. There was a call from Leah. On that day, I answered the call in the theater's ticket booth. I was cleaning inside when the phone on the wall started ringing. I figured it was just a customer wanting tickets, so I picked up without thinking much of it. Oh yeah, we have to pick up. Let's see what their first conversation was. Hello, you've reached the theater. This is Thomas. How may I help you? Were you looking to book tickets? I'd like to listen to a play. Sorry? You want to listen? Not watch a play, but listen to one? That's right. I see. Well, if you come to the theater and buy a ticket, you're free to close your eyes and listen to the actors perform. I can't leave the house, so I'd like to listen over the phone. Sorry, do you mean you can't come to the theater? Yes, so I want to listen over the phone. Oh, may I ask why you can't leave the house? Because I'm blind. My parents don't want me going outside. I understand. Would it be alright for me to listen? I'll pay for your ticket, of course. Oh, let me talk to, the owner. I'll call you back. Please do. Oh, that's so cute. It was so sweet. That's how I met Leah. And then soon we were calling each other every day. I couldn't leave the phone in the theater, so you read to her instead, right? Things like your father's scripts. Yeah, my father's works left a deep impression on her. She admired him from the bottom of her heart. Because of that, she started falling down the rabbit hole. She fell in love with theater until her heart was set on it. Her heart was set on becoming an actress someday. That's right. She said so every time we talked. Even over the phone, I could tell. Her voice was so pretty, like an angel's. You must have thought you'd make her an actress no matter what. Yeah, one chance, just one chance to prove herself, and the crowd would have adored her. I know it. And so, to turn Lee into an actress, you... There we go. Let's see. Leah asked his father to give her the starring role. You asked... There we go. I had to beg my father for help to make her an actress. Wait, I think I remember that now. Hello, father? Sorry, I know you're busy with work, but there's something I need to ask. And you're never at home, so this was the only way I could reach you. So, sorry, I wanted to ask. I have a friend, Leah, she's blind, but could you help her become an actress? She has a really incredible voice. What? Really? You know about Leah? Did you answer one of her calls when I wasn't around? I had no idea. It turned out that father knew about Leah. He happened to pick up one of the times Leah called the theater. And even over the phone, her voice astounded him. Thomas, an angel called. He was talking about Leah's voice. And then father What? You've already started writing a play for her? Wow, Leah will never believe this. Oh, you hear what I hear in her voice too. Thank you, Father. I'm so happy right now. Father, if you don't mind, may I ask one more favor? It's about the, script for Leah's play. Father noticed Leah's talent without me pointing it out. So then why? Why didn't Leah become an actress? Ah, of course, it was me. It was my fault. I'm the reason she couldn't become an actress. I ruined everything. I ruined Leah's dreams. Thomas, please, calm down. I'm sure it wasn't your fault. What do you know, Mary? You don't know anything. Oh, whoops, I made a mistake. Let's go back. Sorry, you ruined her dreams? What happened exactly? Mary, I want to tell you, but it's so hard to get the words out. It's not that I couldn't do anything for her. I abandoned her. You'd never do that. After all, you are still desperate to help Leah. Even now, I guess I am. Oh, maybe? Do you really think so, Mary? Did I devote my life to helping Leah? You worked yourself to the bone for her. I know because... Let's see. Thomas pushed himself every day for Leah's sake. You worked so hard day in, day out for Leah's sake. He wrote the script. There we go. Where did they say that? I guess this one. Thomas wrote a script. Was it this one? There we go. Thomas, you wrote your own script with Leah in the lead role, didn't you? I wrote one too. For her. For her. For Leah? Father, sorry for calling again. I know you're busy. About what I asked about the other day. Just wondering how it turned out. Yes, for Leah. Yes. Are you still going ahead with her play? You already finished her script? It's only been... Wow. You're good at writing, Father. Huh? And what about mine? You said you'd think about using it, remember? Yes, you said so, Father. You promised to read my script. So did you? If it's good enough, would you use it? After Leah's play? Oh, so mine won't work. Yes, you're right, Father. I know I don't have any talent, but I'm trying my best. I rewrote it over and over so many times. What? Father, please don't say that. I'll keep trying. As many times as it takes. Please, Father, I want to be a part of this too, not just Leah. Please, please don't hang up on me. Oh, wow. That's like the world's worst father ever. What did he do? Wow, that's so... I guess his father pretty much told him that he has no talent and he wasn't good enough for the script. Which sucks. Like, as a father, you should be encouraging your children on what they do. Especially like when it's about his friend. He's the one who wanted to give Leah a play, and I think Leah would have loved it if he was a part of it too. I wrote scripts over and over again, gave them all to my father. I wanted to be the one to write Leah's play, no matter what it took. I knew it wouldn't happen. I knew it. But I had to try, or else Leah would soar to new heights, further and further away from me. My lack of talent tore me up inside. I was so desperate to keep up. That told him to get good. And I think he was good, because if you remember, the frog guy said that he wrote really mature scripts, really honest and raw scripts, which touch your soul. So I think it was more that he wasn't up to his father's standards, but it doesn't mean that he wasn't good in any way. Wait, Leah! At this rate, I'll be the only one left down here. But my feelings didn't matter. Of course not. Who'd want to watch my play anyway? Father didn't even consider what I wrote. Soon enough, calls started pouring in. Hello, you've reached the theater ticket booth. Tickets for Leah's play? Sorry, opening day hasn't even been set yet. Really? You saw a poster? They're all over town? I had no idea. I'm sorry, sir. I should have known. When does Leah's play start? Let me ask the owner, just to be sure. Everything was moving forward, while I was left in the dark. Posters advertising Leah's debut were everywhere, and people kept calling to ask for more details. The pressure was getting to me. If I didn't write a script good enough to get Father's approval soon, Leah would become more and more famous, and I'd be left behind, just talentless trash. And my plays really were trash, not worth the paper I wrote them on. Mary, you know right. Paper trash makes good kindling. Perfect for the middle of winter. I still remember that freezing cold night. Father took a bunch of my scripts and tossed them into the fireplace. Holy fuck, he did what? I'm so upset. How could he do that to his son? Either they were so bad that Father burned them out of disgust, or they just happened to be close by and he tossed them in without realizing. Whichever it was, I never asked, because I already knew. That was the only way my scripts could be useful to anyone, right, Mary? I don't think so at all. It must have been a misunderstanding. It's fine, Mary. You can be honest with me. It doesn't matter how hard I try. I don't have any talent at all. That's why Father burned my scripts. Thomas. And I haven't told you what happened next. Pretty soon people called just to ask, when is Leah's play going to start, and nothing else. I started to dread picking up the phone. And I started to think, Leah's going to be a big star very soon. Maybe Thomas was so good his father was jealous. I think maybe it really could have been that his plays were so honest and raw that his father saw himself reflected in them and he didn't like what he saw. So he burned them, or maybe because he didn't want anyone to surpass him. So he made sure his son would never overtake him, which is really, really sad, you know? It's a loser mentality. It's something I've seen over and over in everywhere too, that I will make sure to stop you or sabotage you so you don't get further ahead from me. I have to be number one. Or like it happened to the dad and his friend. They were once co-workers, but then one got so much bigger than the other, then he started to resent the one that got bigger and started hating himself too. Which is really sad, you know? Ideally you would want to see people succeed. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't suck when it's happened to me a lot. I've seen people who started VTubing or singing the same time as me. Some of the people I started with have 10,000 followers now. Some are in corporate VTubing, really successful. Some are insane indies who have over 400,000 subscribers. And there's a tiny part of me that says, maybe I could have been there too. Maybe I just wasn't good enough to be there, or I didn't try or work hard enough to be there. And yeah, there's also a voice that says, maybe you'll never be that amazing. Maybe it's too late. You're too old. Your time has passed. And that's not how it works at all. As long as you work hard, as long as you're earnest about your dream, things can still happen and it's never too late. Look at me. I came back to VTubing after a hiatus. And I'm doing great. I'm doing fine for myself. I have a little cozy community that appreciates me. I get to talk to you guys every day. I get to put my best foot forward and do something I like. And turns out people like me too, you know? And that's pretty fun. That's good. I'm growing. I'm doing great. So it doesn't matter. That's what we said earlier. Everyone's paths are different, so it's not good to compare yourself to someone else because you don't know what they did, what they had to do, what they went through to get there. You don't know how much they sacrificed, and maybe in the end, I wouldn't have been willing to sacrifice as much. I know some people do streams every day for 5 or 6 hours, or even just dedicate their whole life to streaming because they're so hell-bent on getting that success. And that's valid. That's a good way to go. But personally, for me, it's not something I would have ever wanted to do. It's not something I want for myself. So it's pointless for me to compare to that person, you know? I don't know if I'm getting my point across. But yeah, I have my own set of circumstances. I have my own set of reasons why I didn't continue streaming or working behind the scenes that way. And I know them. I'm fine with it. I've made my peace with it. And all I can do is do my best now. Start working hard now towards my dream. And I still believe I can accomplish it. I don't think it's too late for me to become a good VTuber. As long as I believe in myself, you know? And work hard. That's important. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna pray that one day I randomly wake up and become a huge VTuber. I still have to put all of the effort, learn new skills, improve as a streamer. But I'm happy. I know I can do it. I'm proud of what I've accomplished so far. And I'm excited to see what more I can do in the future. Okay, let's finish this. Leah's gonna be a big star very soon. So a talentless piece of trash like me shouldn't be talking to her. I have to put some space between us. No, actually, I want to distance myself from her. That's how I felt at that point. I hated myself for not having any talent. It hurt so much. So I made up my mind. I'd never call her again. I'd break it all off. That's what's best for her, and what's best for me before I break. I want to answer her call. Oh, you can't. You can't answer her call. So I never answered Leah's calls again. And I never called her myself. Then about a week after I cut contact, she suddenly went missing. Leah snuck out of her house and tried to come to the theater alone. But far from making it there, she got lost somewhere in town and disappeared. Lots of people went looking for her all over town for weeks and weeks. But we never found a trace of her. All those theater posters of her were soon changed to missing person flyers. That's when the regrets set in. I have to call Leah. Leah's waiting for me to call her. Okay, let's do the final call. Leah, it's me, Thomas. Are you still mad at me? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're still mad. I'll call you back later. Oh no, he's gonna keep trying even though he knows she'll never answer. Leah, it's me. Where are you right now? Is some nice person in town taking care of you? I sure hope so. If so, one word, just one word is fine. Would you please pick up and answer me? Oh man, this is so sad. I'm going to cry. It really is so terrible. Let's do. Leah, I called you again today. It's been 100 days since you left. Do you think you can forgive me yet? I guess you still need more time. Oh, my scripts? Of course, I still write every day. You want to know if I'm showing them to Father? I actually haven't, no. Wait, didn't I tell you? I haven't left this room since you disappeared. Not even once. This used to be the theater's dressing room. The theater's been closed. Ever since you disappeared, people stopped coming to the theater. They blamed Father. Everyone's saying all sorts of things, like he was using you since you're blind. That he saw you as a way to make even more money. that he pushed you too hard during rehearsals. And when you snapped under the pressure, you ran away and died. That's what they think. Yeah, now it's my turn to be the world-famous playwright in his place. Yeah, that's why I'm writing scripts every day. Yeah, you're the star, of course. I'm trying my best for you. So please forgive me. Please pick up the phone. Oh my god, this is just so sad. His life literally snowballed for the worse. Things kept getting worse for him. I have to call Leah. Leah's waiting for me. Leah, please forgive me. You left home to visit me, didn't you? You'd have never left if I hadn't stopped talking to you, right? Oh man, this guy. Just pick up. Okay. Thomas's feelings. I think I understand him. Felt the same at some point. Oh, are we gonna have a flashback? I don't know if it's gonna be... Leah, please, speak up. Okay, this is the final call then. I remember when I kept waiting for someone important to call. But that call never came. Leah, please speak up. I remember when I kept calling someone important, but they never picked up. I want to talk to you. I really wanted to talk. Leah, it's been 300 days since you disappeared. The truth finally hit me. Leah, you're still alive. Not only that, you're living happily somewhere. I just know it. You're alive, but still angry at me. That's why you won't answer my calls. I'm glad I figured it out, actually. It's great that you're alive. But you look at that, the moon is falling. I just noticed. Not that I care anymore. The moon can fall, the world can end. But at the very least, I want you to live. I want you to be there even if you're too angry to answer me. I want you to keep living. What should I do though? For Thomas and for myself. Maybe I should... I'm gonna give him closure. But I don't know the first thing about Leah. Who was she to Thomas? She was kind. Thomas must have thought of Leah as a very kind girl. Yet at the same time, she was lonely. A very lonely girl. That's why she was determined to go out and find Thomas on her own. We're the same. I'm just like Leah. No matter how strong you are, the loneliness never goes away. That's why I decided to leave that room. Yes, I'm... Who are you? I'm Leah. Uh-oh, we got lost in character again. Leah, please answer the phone. Just this once, please answer me. So I can... Hello? Okay, they connected. Hello, how have you been? Huh? I'm not hearing things, am I? It's me, Leah. Oh gee, have you forgotten my voice? I know you've been calling me every day, Thomas. What? Leah, is it really you? Yeah. Leah, is it really you? Of course it's me. Silly. Leah! Are you crying? You're not crying on me, are you? Oh, come now. I answered the phone. You should be happy, not bursting into tears. Thomas, what were you about to say just now? Something like, if I answered just this once. What were you gonna do? I'm here now, just like you wanted. Leah, I want to apologize. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, I hear you, and accept your apology. Alright, I accept your apology. I know you've been hurting too. Thank you, Leah. Since you've apologized and everything, could you do me a favor? Like what? I want you to put me on stage with one of your scripts. On stage? But there aren't any. I mean, the world ended, so... What are you saying, silly? Stages are wherever you want them to be. The biggest one is in our hearts. You told me about the theater every time we talked, remember? Your words brought the stage to life within my mind. Really? I guess. Wherever you want them to be. You're right. Leah, this time let's build a stage together. Okay, let's see. Thomas, I see many suns shining in the dark. Oh, I know! Those are the spotlights. Huge lights shining down on us from the ceiling. They make me feel like a star. Thomas, I hear a sound like ice falling. Yes, that's the audience applause. I can hear the applause echoing throughout. Endless applause ringing out from every corner of the theater. I can feel a cloth in front of me. Yeah, that's one of the curtains. It's always so exciting when the curtains open. It's like opening the door to a brand new world. I'd always be on the edge of my seat waiting for that one magical moment. See? We made our own stage. Yeah, we're on stage right now. Say, Thomas, I want you to perform your play right here. Of course, let's do it right now. What's the title? It's a little embarrassing. At first I went with self-hatred, but then I changed it. To what? In the end, I settled on Ode to the Girl Who Saved Me. And who is this girl? Who? She's the only person in the audience for our play, Leah. She's the one who saved us both. I wouldn't be here without her. I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart. I see. She's had a hard life too. I really hope she gets saved too. What? Well, let's rehearse a bit backstage, Leah. Wait. Goodbye, Mary. Wait! Wait, Thomas! Where are you going? Thomas? Thomas, please don't go. Why are you leaving me behind? Don't leave me here all alone. Take me with you. I'm your friend. Oh, that's so sad. That's the end of episode 2. Okay, we made it through another episode of Schrödinger's Call. Thomas. Oh no, now we can only reply Leah. I'm Leah, aren't I? Am I not? Let's keep trying to remember. Damn, that was rough. Oh no, we're getting erased. The moon. That's the moon. The moon from my memories. Where am I? I hung up? I'm not talking to anyone anymore? Where am I, Hamlet? Why am I even in here? No idea. My memories aren't back yet. This room again. I recognize this place. I just can't remember where from. Why do I feel so lonely? An empty room with no one to talk to. That's right. Touching something in this room might bring back memories. Let's touch the cat. There's something on the desk. It's a diary? Our big old diary. It feels almost familiar to the touch. There we go. Self-hatred? Who wrote this? Let's read her. May 28th, self-hatred. She's treated very nicely. But not me. Never have been. I was at home by myself when it happened. I was looking up at the moon and then I heard a big fush and a crackle behind me. I turned around and the whole house was surrounded by fire. There was nowhere to run. I was all alone. I cried and I cried. Whose diary is this? There's more on the next page. Am I going to burn to ashes right here? I want to run away, but I can't. Save me, Daddy! I yelled, and suddenly... Let's see. Let's see who is it this time. Hello? Oh, there we go. Is that our dad? Who's there? I thought I told you to never call me again. Who's this person? Help! The house is on fire! What? My house is on fire? Then don't just sit there. Get out on your own. I can't. Please come save me. Please, save me. Oh. Did her father leave her to die on the fire? That's a lot. Save me. Save me. Pull yourself together, Mary. You have already saved Thomas. There's no need to act anymore. I saved him? Wait, am I the one who wanted to be saved? Foolish girl. Listen to me. You ignored my warnings and interfered with the unfinished goal again. Granted, you did save Thomas in the end. But even so, the end does not justify the means. I saved him, but I wasn't. Who did I save? Was I saved by someone? My word, Mary, you saved Thomas, at great risk to yourself, I might add. I saved Thomas? Indeed, Mary. Now you have saved both Lucy and Thomas. I'd label how you handled their unfinished call as a breach of protocol personally. However, I cannot refute results. You have saved them, beyond all measure of doubt. Perhaps you could continue this string of successes with the next period, at once preferably. I trust you are up to the task, no? About Thomas. I saved Thomas? Say, what exactly does that mean? Why is it called saving Thomas? And what happened to him after all that? I beg your pardon? You only question this now? Thomas has been freed from his life regrets. He let go of his burden and succumbed to death. As with Lucy. His cycle of life and death was broken. That is what it means to save someone. The cycle was broken? I don't understand. Well, I could sit here and wax poetic all day, but the gist remains the same. Thomas died happy. I dare say that's more than enough, no? Thomas. In the end, I settled on the ode to the girl who saved me. She's the one who saved us both. I wouldn't be here without her. I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart. Well, let's rehearse a bit backstage. Goodbye, Mary. Was it enough? Oh, he did say thanks. There we go. I'm gonna leave it here for the day. We finished the episode 2 of Schrödinger's call, and it was really, really sad. It was unfortunate that yeah, I guess the other one was more of a tragedy in the sense of the unfortunate circumstances that she suffered through her life. But honestly, losing your only friend because she was blind and went out to find you after you were unsure of yourself and then she died, that's actually pretty sad. I don't know what I could say about that. But yeah. Oh, Melody! Thank you for the raid! Hi! Thank you for the raid, Melody. Hi! Let's shout out Melody. There we go. Oh, you were playing Silk Song! That's so fun! I've only started playing the original Hollow Knight. I think I quit after I lost all of my hard-earned money during a boss fight. But I still love it. It's a really fun game. I think I just chose not to embarrass myself by my mediocrity on stream. But it's so fun watching people play Silk Song. It's amazing. I love the visuals, the OST, all about it's amazing. But yeah, we just finished our chapter in Schrödinger's Skull, which is a visual novel. It's definitely difficult, but I like the challenge. Yeah, I heard it's definitely harder than the first one. Long live the Metroidvanias. Yeah, that's true. This Silk Song was my first exposure. I mean, Hollow Knight was my first exposure to the genre. And I must say, it is difficult for me as I didn't grow up on those kinds of games, but it's worthwhile. I did feel the satisfaction every time I crossed a specific thing. You know? And what else? I was about to finish off with a couple notes for the stream. In case, yeah, I've been meaning to play Schrödinger's Skull forever. I've had the demo in my library for months. It is really good. It does get kind of heavy at some points. It leaves you thinking about life and love and death. But it's definitely worthwhile, I would say. I'm enjoying it very much. I'm enjoying the characters and the stories. They're really good. And yeah. For the new people, in case you don't know me, my name is Sila Levenrose. I'm a Gothic Lolita VTuber who enjoys playing a little bit of everything. I play some cozy games, mostly horror indie RPGs and visual novels. And tomorrow I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to do a just chatting stream, but I'm going to be reacting to VTuber covers. So I asked people on Twitter to send me anything, any cover they've done, anything they like. And I will be listening to them on stream. And this is not a critique stream. It's not something like, oh, I don't like the way they sung this note. It's flat. It's more of a, wow, look at that. This is so beautiful. I'm not gonna critique. I'm just gonna praise or say something nice about covers, and I think it's a nice way to get to hear new voices and also listen to friends and share their beautiful voices with the world. I'll try to stop if I'm free. I love hearing people's covers. Me too. Even I've heard too, like, how many have I heard? 30 covers of Shoujo Rei. It's one of my favorite my songs, and I don't get tired of hearing it because every cover is so different. People add their own specific things to each cover, and it makes it a different experience. They add their own unique, well, obviously the vocals, but even the art, the visual direction they take sometimes, it's unique. And, you know, it's also nice to go out of your comfort zone once in a while. I've never done something like this, but I do enjoy listening to music. I love Utaite, I love VTubings, I love singers. There's so much passion I have for the music side of this industry, and I want to share it with people, you know? I just want to do that. But yeah, I'm so sad you caught me right as I was about to end stream, because I would love to keep streaming for another hour or so, but I haven't had dinner and I need to get to bed. So I'm so sorry. I'm going to send the raid over too, so we gotta pay it forward. And oh, I know. I'm gonna send it to someone similar. I'm going to send it to someone I've sung in a karaoke someone I've sung with in a karaoke concert. Her name's Vampirate Odessa. She's playing Minecraft right now, and she's an amazing Captain VTuber pirate who also sings. Her singing voice is beautiful, and she organized a Christmas singing concert I participated with last year. And it was one of the most amazing experiences I had. So, thank you for stopping by, guys. I hope you can make it tomorrow, and if not, that's okay. We'll have the bot there anyways on YouTube and Twitch for a while. And I hope you have a lovely, good rest of your evening or night. And I'm gonna leave you with my very cringy outro, which is, good morning, good evening, good night. I hope Sila stole your heart. I still laugh out of the cringe every time I say it. But thank you for stopping by, everyone. Thank you for the raid, Melody, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Bye!